fair warning, because this is horror and they're high level, this is going to skew more into dissociation and more madness, kind of Cthulhu, Great Old Ones, kind of darkness and madness. So please, if you are at all sensitive to that or have any kind of experience with that, please, this is your warning now in case it goes horribly. Because it's improvised, it's all being pulled out of a hat. So once again, please be mindful of that. We love you all for watching. Please check out our other content if you are unable to watch this, but that is going to be the content kind of going forward with the one shot and what was planned. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to another episode of One Shot Only, where I have no plans. We're going to let the dice decide, and we're going to have a ton of fun. I am your humble dungeon master and weaver of words, Ryan Vasquez. With me are some lovely new faces.
I'm Jasmine Hanlon.
I'm Sam Brazier.
I'm Spencer Simons. I'm not new.
I'm Harper Wells.
Fantastic. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And if you are new, welcome. A one-shot only is basically more improv-based D&D. We're going to be rolling for genre. I'm going to be making up a story on the fly. We're going to give them random characters. Spence, what's that count at?
316.
316 characters that we can pull from. So we're going to roll for level, then they're going to roll a dice to see what they play, and we're going to just jump into it. We're going to dive in all together into the void that is storytelling. It's going to be scary, and we're just going to roll with it. Few things too, there are some other little mechanics that will come up on the fly. This is not meant to be the perfect game of D&D. This is not meant to be like by the books by any means. We're flying by the seat of our pants and let the chaos ensue. So to start off, I will, Jasmine, you're close enough.
Yes.
I want you to come over here, pick a D8 for me.
Ooh,
that
okay.
Way,
I would love to.
Yeah, that way it's your fault.
Yes,
If something happens.
I want this one.
That one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I have a table of about 8 genres on here, and we are going to roll, and I'll say what the genre is for tonight. 2. That is a horror.
Ooh. Oh, I love a horror.
I'm gonna get so
Time to
scared.
get
I was
spooky.
manifesting horror.
Yes.
I will scream if it gets too...
Oh,
I can confirm.
It will either be full, like, spine chilling or haunted mansion. There is no in between. So yes, we have our genre determined. I'm going to sit on that and try and find out what we're doing. I need our players right now to roll some d20s for me. We're going to establish an initiative.
Okay. That's a 10 for me.
10.
It's a 17.
8.
8.
18.
18, okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to go first. The level for today. I need a little, like, tap drum roll. 17.
Ooh.
Do we have
really just made a 17 character. Let's see if we have more.
How many more?
Let's see here. I believe the answer is I can literally just uptake these guys. So
Hold
for leveling up some characters.
Yes,
Yeah.
so now that we're back,
Yep.
because we had some tweaking to do and get some characters, Sam, you had the highest. So roll me a d6.
All right. 2.
2. Let me refresh my page
Looks
here
like
so we
it's
see our
Thawne.
17s.
Jasmine,
You will be
you still have a chance.
playing... Oh my...
Thawne.
Thawne.
Thawne Iron Grasp.
Thawne Irongrass.
The Warlock Fighter.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Goliath Warlock Fighter.
Genie Warlock, too.
Genie
Oh.
Warlock Fighter.
All right, who is up next?
I think it was me.
I'm last.
All right, roll it.
5.
5.
Vulcan.
Vulcan Maximus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's still hope for me to get Balzac.
Who is up next?
That would be me.
All
If
right,
you
roll
don't
your
if you
D6.
don't get Balzac, I'm gonna
Oh,
cry.
I forgot that I had to
Manifesting
roll.
Balzac.
Yeah. 5?
No,
Oh,
roll-
that's roll
again.
again.
Yep, already taken.
2. Already
Oh,
taken.
Already taken.
3?
Yes!
Great, that is
Balzac.
Balzac.
Yes!
All right, that leaves me. Let's see here. 1. Olgar. Olgar.
Fantastic. So what's going to happen right now that we've rolled our characters, I'm going to take some time to flesh out a story. horror level 17
Oh.
and seeing how I can scare you with you all being gods.
No.
Then we are going to just cut that all out and then just get into it. So there's going to be some time where we prep, and then we're just going to jump in. So that starts now. All right. To begin, we will get more spooky.
Spooky.
In the world of Dungeons and Dragons, Faerun, we usually hear of the whimsical, the intriguing, the all-around encompassing awe and wonderful that does not exist in our world. We're talking Feywild, we're talking apparitions that are all kinds of alien, we're talking about giants, fairies. There is a darker side to this world. One that does not care about the light. It thrives and emanates darkness. And with that comes great horror. The fairy tales that are told to the children of this realm steer them away from the dark shadows, as while in our world, it was to keep children from wolves or ravines. Here, the shadows can consume you. We begin as a very skilled and very high and mighty adventuring group goes into a meeting with the Lord Protector, Daggled Neverember. Why not? That's the easiest thing to pull from. We have lore for that.
Fair.
You are all called in as specialists. You have slayed world-ending threats. You have challenged the impossible and have succeeded, making a large name for yourself in specialists in your fields. We have our leader, and what would be viewed in horror genre as the authority figure, the one who's going to be talking sense, getting people together, leading them on the straight and narrow. Number 1, Balzac.
Damn right.
As it should be.
Balzac Dreadhorn. Your bluntness and strength have followed you throughout your entire life. While you might not be the wisest or the most intelligent, you definitely have that presence that demands attention and respect. And as such, you are able to guide your party through hardships and be the voice of reason when chaos surrounds you. Real quick, do you have preference on pronouns for your character at all?
Let's go with he, him.
He, him. Fantastic. Just so we are respecting gender. Okay. We have also the more intelligent of the group and is going to be the skeptic. This is the person who knows more about physical ways the world work. Not a disbelief in the occult, but definitely there is an explanation to this, and you are missing it. While this, in our world, it would be more, oh, the wires behind the curtain and stuff that are moving around. This is going to be your person who is like, well, that's an apparition, and they have the taxonomy that would do this. So this would be considered a non-believer. 4, Harper. Olgar.
Nope.
Thunderhook.
Nope,
Nope.
that's me.
Oh, sorry, who?
Sir Vulcan Maximus.
Sir Vulcan. I had them organized on my thing and in order, and then I switched those up. So Sir Vulcan Maximus. Your high upbringing has allowed you to have tomes and access to many different types of arcana and research that have been done on what would be considered strange and aberrant and outside of the realm of normal as you can be in a fantasy setting. Do we have any preference on pronouns at all?
I think he, him is good.
Fantastic. So Vulcan. So you will be our non-believer. I will also say for this, every archetype is going to have its own strengths and weaknesses. We're going to be playing into those tropes. If you say something that is going to be encouraging on that, I'm fully here to support that and go forward. We will. I'm definitely going to incorporate some sanity checks because you have to. So yeah, in the exact opposite of what would be a non-believer, the one who believes in sciences or simple explanations, is our occult sage. This is the person who has a misguided but enough of an awareness of the spiritual connection side that encourages them to, how do I put it? In the murder mystery, it's the psychic. In the horror movie, it's the one who, oh, I read this book, or the horrible depiction of like paganism or a witch, right? It's not great, but it also speaks to a very much of, you might have an understanding slightly, but you have no idea what goes past the veil and the horrors that lie beyond it. So 1, we're gonna re-roll. We get in the mood. We getting in the
Yeah.
the spookies.
I'm feeling spooked.
I'm already spooky.
Yes.
I feel too spooky.
That's me.
Yes. Your character being
Thorn Iron Grasp.
Dawn Irongrass.
Nice.
And also, when I am like editorializing, we can also go into more of like backstory or other things that we want to flesh out as we're playing, or you find out while we're like going through the game. That's totally fine. Thawne, you have enough of an understanding through the teachings of your Goliathkin to have an understanding and appreciation for the occult, thanking spirits, thanking, you know, the different superstitions that your tribe has practiced, or your people have practiced throughout centuries, and your ancestors have gone back to many years of Goliath, correct?
Yes, a big danger, yes.
Yes. And this also fits your 9 levels in Warlock. So these teachings as well help understand in your patron as well that connection towards them. So you'll have a little bit more insight on the occult in certain aspects. And what I was so hoping was going to be 1, but now falls to Olgar, which still works with high strength. Oh God. Very high strength.
Stupid high strength.
Is what is characterized in the things that I looked up, but is not meant to be any kind of degradation, is the dull jock.
Nice.
And the jock in your horror is going to be more of the bullheaded, ignorant of the occult around them, and is very headstrong and would rather punch their way through an obstacle instead of facing it with any... You're a blunt instrument. There is no finesse. There is... With a 30 strength, you power through any obstacle you have. Sorry, I did not ask, though, Thawne, did you have any preference on, like, pronouns or anything?
Oh yeah, he, him is fine.
Okay, cool. And I will ask the same Olgar.
Him.
All right.
It's a big...
Pure
Party of
testosterone.
Big,
boys.
every character here is at least 6'2" or higher.
Yes,
It's
100%.
gonna be the anime guys who are just like walking in there all like with the 10 packs.
Yeah.
Have a JoJo entrance.
Yeah.
You are approaching me. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm 6'3".
Um,
The full foot.
Our
and an
authority
inch.
figure and leader. What is the name of your group?
Balzac's balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm proud. I'm proud.
Can I posit the Thunderballs?
Balzac's boys.
Balzac's boys.
Balzac's
Balzac's big boys.
Balzac's big boys.
Okay.
Yeah, but you say
Hold on.
BBB. Yeah.
Triple B.
Triple B, Balzac's Big Boys, and I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Balzac's big
Has to.
boys. Let's go.
Okay.
Already derailing your
That's so
horror
it
game.
begins, yeah.
Ryan, how do you feel?
Listen, it was bound to happen. It's just the whole like the video game thing where it's like Ryan will remember. Like,
This is how we're coping with this.
yes. I
Coping mechanism.
I'm a
I
big
as well
boy.
cope
I'm a
with
big
humor.
boy.
That's our mantra whenever something's going wrong. I'm a big boy.
You're a big boy. You're a big boy. You're a big boy.
You're a big boy.
We are the biggest boys.
All right, so going back into the narrative, you have been summoned, a not royal summon, but definitely a very urgent summoning by the Lord Protector of Neverwinter. This is not often done. This is meant for diplomats. This is meant for things of great political importance, and this is large tasks. And whatever has occurred, you know to be serious enough to take up what would be akin to the king's or the president's or the highest leadership in office's time to address you specifically. So you walk into the chambers of Castle Never. This is actually a renovated room, so it's off to the side. It is not by any means a throne room. Whole geopolitical thing that goes on there. But to put it plainly, Never Ember is a blunt instrument himself, is for the people, and that often is interpreted by others as cold and callous. But he is more calculating, and he has a deep care for his people while not concerning himself with outward appearance. Or if he is villainized or demonized, he thinks that his actions will speak for him going forward. Older gentleman in his 50s or 60s, doesn't look past 40s though. Very brown chestnut hair with some light grays. Kind of best descriptor is like Qui-Gon with the whole like face beard. The very long and kind of silky hair kind of comes down. Full regalia of armor and pauldrons of a deep iron sheen. The emblazoned blue epithets that run down with the symbol of the city on his chest. And he addresses you. I know summons like this can be daunting. However, I thank you for your time and consideration in this very, very troubling matter. The city of Conyberry to the west, once thriving and one of our neighbor towns, has fallen unto ill fate. We do not know what has become of the people. I wish I knew more and could tell you more. However, everyone we have sent has been either swallowed by whatever is there or has not returned. One correspondence, and one alone, has come through. He pulls out a paper, and what you see is very rough and almost yellowed, if not brown, almost to the point of the slightest pull, it could turn to ash, as it has just been aged and horrifically, like, warped. The writing on it, everyone look at your languages real quick. I'm going to be looking for right now, I'm looking for Abyssal.
Nope.
Infernal.
Primordial?
Vulcan
Orc.
notices some of it. I need you to roll me the first roll, an intelligence check.
Ooh. This is a 12.
12, okay. You know Celestial
Yes.
as a language. The script itself, while Celestial, the iconography seems to be inverted. And unlike Abyssal or Infernal, where it definitely has its own script, this is warped to a point that you are not recognizing the words that are there, you are recognizing the script. So it's the same thing like if you can say that's an upside down A, but putting those letters together doesn't make sense. So you have an idea of what some of these characters are, not all of them. He continues. From what we were able to discern from our mages here, this seems to be a call for help, and as you can see in its own fragile state, that this is of the utmost importance. It lies on a major trade route, the Tribor Trail that leads inland towards Greater Faerun. If this is a choke point in our supply chain, while not as damning as it could be, it is a massive danger that we must address. And so, I have tasked you all to investigate. I cannot guarantee your safety. However, I can guarantee this. A small fortune has been set aside for such a great task. From all of what we can glean, it is dark and unfathomable, and it must be dealt with for the good of the people. You have defied death many times, and I hope once again you will dive into the abyss and come out victorious. Is there any questions that I may answer?
Just a promise. You're lucky we eat victory for breakfast.
It's tasty.
Delicious, even.
I have all of the faith in the world in you, and pray for your safe return. May the gods smile upon you.
The big boys will not fail you.
Kind of nods. Stoicness, almost breaking.
We're big boys.
Screw
We're
it.
hungry
Give
for
me an,
we're hungry
give me
for
an
victory.
insight check.
Me?
Insight check.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. That is going to be a 19.
19. You, as your leader and triumphant namer of your group, know the stigma that it associates. And written, it's very well hidden, but you can see through the facade, he's going, oh, stupid fucking name. But he's holding his composure together, and obviously it's a huge ask and is very, like, you can see that twinge, that little twinkle in his eyes that just dulls a bit at the slightest of tones.
Is something wrong?
Not at all.
Great.
We're some big boys hungry for brekkie.
Absolutely.
Hungry for victory.
Hungry for victory.
Hungriest
And
of
we will eat
boys.
Fantastic. So you are provided. Actually, I will say this as our
My voice is gonna change.
our non-believer or our sage. I would like to ask you two: do we have a mode of transport for this group?
How far away is it?
So it's actually a good 1 or 2 days ride from where you are currently in the Swords Coast. You'll be able to stop off in like a small town to the south, but you'll be able to take the road up to where this town is. So we'll definitely like editorialize that where you need to get you to where you need to go. So we're not gonna like, all right, every day. Like we'll get there. So that also plays into provisions, or like if you want to ask people in the local town, they're probably a day away. So they might not have the best understanding, but we'll investigate. We'll play it out. So to answer the question, you're about 1 or 2 days ride. Carriages and stuff can be provided, or like provisions and stuff to get you there. Or does your group have a mode of transportation that they usually rely on?
My character's a cavalier, so I think maybe we would have some horses.
I think the big boys ride horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boys, right?
Big
boys.
Big boys with
You-
big
those
horses.
those like really big
Well,
horses.
what are they
Or are they really small horses?
Clydesdales?
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
Clydesdales,
All
where
ride
they're like
Clydesdales?
huge.
So you're all riding war horses.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Okay. So if we need to at all have stats for them, it's going to be war horses.
Okay.
we
Because they're
bring
big,
jerky?
bulky.
We're bringing jerky as well.
We eat victory and jerky for breakfast.
And that's it.
Protein.
Cool. So if anybody needs it, we will have the warhorse stats for your mounts.
I'm an eggs on Sunday.
Of course.
Only
Yes.
on Sunday.
Only on Sundays though.
God's
And
sake.
only eggs.
God's day.
These are
when
beefy.
we were
these are
lads, we had 5
beefy-
eggs
40
and eggs
apiece.
every morning to help us get large.
All right. So you all ride trekking off into the
Permission
trails.
to name our horses.
Please.
Absolutely.
Mine's name is Weenie.
Weenie.
Mine's
got it.
name is Thimble.
Okay, we got, hold on, for Olgar we got Weenie. We've got Thimble for Balzac. What's everyone else's?
Sir Vulcan Maximus II.
I'm gonna put in my notes Ditto the second.
Ditto the second.
And Big Benjamin.
Big Benjamin.
Big Benjamin.
Could I rename mine to, it's cod, but it is short for codpiece.
You gotta have one.
Don't you love when your horror campaign turns into a bunch of ball sack jokes?
We need this.
You know what?
I'll cry if we're
I
not goofy.
literally, when we were prepping for this, my brain went to what was my, because I usually do like a question, and I was like, my favorite innuendo song is Big Balls by AC/DC. And I'm regretting that my brain,
When they're
I'm regretting that fate heard that and was like, oh, this is gonna be the theme. So we have COD. This is gonna be it on the course names. But you ride off into the, we'll say during, like, over the course of 2 days, you'd be reaching there cresting in the afternoon unless you guys do want to stop off. Or I'd say, you know what? For the sake of it, let's roll an investigation check for the town. This is Fandolin. This is a small town to the south of the trail. It's going to be an intersection that leads up to Neverwinter. So this is going to be like your overnight stay and then going to the next place. So one of you will roll an investigation for me.
Who is the best?
Who's got-
investigation?
I only have a +1.
I have a plus. Oh, that's wrong. 2 plus 2.
-1.
Okay.
+0.
Okay.
Great.
Well,
So it's
I guess
you.
that's
Big
me.
boys.
We're smart big boys. We got big brains
It's a
for the big
15.
boys.
15. All right. You were able to find someone who has kind of been up in the woods. They're a hunter. So they haven't gotten to like anywhere near there, but they have been citing that some of the plant life and stuff looks very sickly. That some of the animals are all avoiding that area. Their traps have come back with nothing. They have to have hunted in other areas. They seem to have gravitated more inland to the woods. Seems to be, while there is some distance from where this hunter says they were, seems to be like a large radius. We're like looking on a map.
Cool.
So you have that insight.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We will, unless there's anything else anybody would like to do in this town, real quick, because we're gonna make it real quick. We'll get to the.
As long as we have jerky on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
got a
you're
good
absolutely
jerky
able to
supplier.
stock up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, instead of going to an inn, we can spend the night in the magic lamp at any time.
Oh,
I believe.
That's
Great.
true.
We can go in there.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
That's
Big boys
wonderful.
get small.
Big boys get small
yes,
into
great
the lamp.
cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. Yeah,
It's a lot bigger on the inside.
it is well, it's very spacious.
I do have enlarge reduce. We can get bigger.
Okay, that's happening at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I think the big boys, we're not going to stop too long. We got to get straight to this. We got to solve this mystery.
Yes.
Right you are, Balzac.
Thank you.
All right.
Read.
Okay, so I think we just like head. Is it like what time of day is it?
So you would be able to stay the night. So it'd be cresting on morning. By the time you get there, it'd be afternoon, evening.
What by the time we got there, if we left right now, what time would it be?
Clarify. So like leaving right at like.
yeah,
crack
like
of
if we
dawn?
don't stay the night here and we just go straight there.
Oh, if you like, if
Straight
you
shot.
power through.
Yeah.
That would be exhaustion for one because
True,
you are not
true.
stopping
Don't
to
want that.
rest.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. Let's not.
We get
Yeah.
in the lamp.
Sorry. You speak your accent. It's
You
infectious.
know, I thought about honestly
will-
just joining you in the Russian accent.
The lamp is cozy. Let's be honest.
Can the horses get in the lamp?
We will dock the horses, then get in the lamp.
Can we tie the horses to the lamp?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like all four,
And then,
so it's getting.
and then have
from
them ride
every
towards the
side.
next town while we're in the lamp.
Yeah, this is dragging
Just
us.
trust them
This
completely.
is way too much.
No, no,
So
no.
if we're trying to do that,
No,
that's great.
no,
I need
no.
a concise answer from one of you.
I'm gonna say horses need rest too. I
Into-
respect
into
my
the lamp we
horses.
go.
Yes.
We're going
I
into
think
the
I might
lamp.
just join you in the
Okay,
rest.
yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
free.
If you're able to, like, how's your horses? I'll say that investigation check was when you arrived in the city, or in the town. You're able to get that info. You're able to just plop down the lamp, and you have your quarters for the night.
Great.
Swag.
To get to topic later, we can definitely explain what the lamp looks like inside, but we'll be moving on. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Fair
that's
with
fine.
that?
I'm just making sure that we don't get any like bonuses from sleeping in the lamp.
I don't think so.
I,
I
not
don't
that I've
think so
seen.
either,
I
but I
think
just wanted to.
Just camaraderie.
There are some
Camaraderie.
like higher level things that will play into it, but also you're level 9 in your warlock, so I don't know if it goes to full there. But this is also the beauty of one shot only, where
Yeah.
I am not reading over your stuff. I'm just going off of I kind of remember
It's
that.
okay. We're just some big beefy boys bedding together in a beautiful lamp.
How many bees can we fit in this episode?
I wonder.
So a bumbling band of ballsack big boys,
Yeah, yeah.
bound.
Bun bot
Only.
bun bot bun.
And we are cuddling in the lamp, so it's bonding
we're all
as well.
cuddling.
we are
Yeah.
sharing warmth.
Exactly.
You know
It gets
what?
kind of cold in the lamp.
You know what? I will say this as we have established the bro code here.
The bro energy.
We are going to say that we're going to have some support from bros. We're going to flavor it anyway when we get to it, but like if we need to snap somebody back to things or like bring them in, I will factor in the bro culture.
You're a big boy.
the
You're a
whole
big
big-
boy.
You're a big boy. The big boys.
Slap the face. You're a big boy. You can do this.
So, you all approach the small town of Conyberry. Because I love the thing I came up with, the city, or the town of Conyberry, actually, hold on. Let's do this real quick, because this will inform the explanation for this. I want all of you to look at your mental stats.
Yes.
Pick the largest number. I need you to roll me a saving throw.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
This cannot be strength, dex, or con. It has to be intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
17.
17,
13.
13,
21.
21,
Ooh.
Oh, it's cocked. 10.
10. Okay,
Oh wait. Intelligence,
Oh, wait.
wisdom, or what?
so basically
charisma?
take your highest, what would be a mental stat?
Intelligence, wisdom, or
Or
charisma?
charisma?
Yes.
Okay, so 10.
10? Okay, so anybody who rolls above
I was
a
wondering why yours was so
15
high.
would know that this large event called the Shift occurred a while back, where this kind of multiversal reorganization occurred, and it's kind of been more widespread and known that this has happened, and it has really messed with perception of things. Conyberry, for anybody 15 or above, before the Shift, was long abandoned for hundreds of years. Some tribe or some bandit had run through it 100 years ago, leaving the city in ruin, and with the Shift, it had repopulated. So that means that the city had basically come back to its status what it was 100 years ago. Messing with time and space, it was a thriving town once more. However, this is a new thing. This is not because anybody with a 20 or above would kind of be getting the vibe with this as well, that you can try and see if this was a part of the Shift. Your best bet right now is no, because it is so long after the initial event. But a lot of things changing, they all kind of settled. Like the world around you has shifted and changed so drastically that sometimes it's almost unrecognizable, but the main part of it being is that it's not continuously changing, it has changed. And what is that change is the bigger question. So, with that all out of the way, you approach the city, or the town, I keep saying city, the humble town of Conyberry. What once was a thriving town is all but ruins. And as you crest over the hill in the field and look down, almost unnoticeable to all of you, the clouds above you have covered. The color almost seeps and wanes and becomes a monochrome, a deep, dulling force that as you look at the city, you see the smallest of pigments, but mainly grays and blacks. There isn't much white light, or white either. It's odd. Your eyes can register that there are different hues, but the information going to your brain is telling you that you're almost in gray. The impressive, intrusive cloud around you as you enter this horrific sight is just death and desolation. It is not an uncommon feeling for you all, but there is a slight tinge of uncertainty as you dive into the unknown. What are we doing?
So where are we in the town right now?
You would be at the outskirts, so you would have to ride
outskirts.
in.
Okay.
So we're like on the edge of like going into the place
Yes,
that's
so
affected?
basically,
Okay.
because the you have slight elevation and not a lot, you are able to be at least enough up to where you can look down on the town itself. But as you've kind of crested into what would be like that radius you were like aware of from the Fandolin Hunter, you are able to just see the landscape in front of you. I'll say whoever is leading the charge, roll me perception.
Okay. It would probably
Probably
be
you,
Louis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Balzac.
Okay.
And to clarify, this is the town we were told about?
Yes,
Yes.
town of Conyberry.
Okay. That is going to be a 21.
21. Good. You get very clearly the layout of the town itself. You look up on the hill, which looks to be... There seems to be another hill that's cresting up towards the south. That would be what appears to be a church or some building like 2 stories or otherwise. As you're looking, you look towards the composition of the buildings. They are mainly stone, mason work. The roofs are almost like Vanta black. It has this weird way of drawing your eye and almost like a shadow. It almost looks as if the roofs aren't there. And like an abandoned building where the roofs have caved in, this dark shadow just looms over where the top would be. I'll say also with the 21, you look more minutely because you're kind of getting the overlay, and you see bodies and other death and that stench of just rancid, putrid decay.
Do the bodies seem like mangled or just like they just like fell
It's
over?
hard to tell from this distance.
Okay.
You'd have to go into town.
And do I get a gauge of like how many bodies there are? Does it seem like the whole village is dead?
It would, in almost in a Pompeii kind of way, it seems that common townsfolk are, again, you'd have to go closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you would also see what almost is a black carpet, for lack of better term, of what seems to be adventurers that dot your path forward. Looking off to the side near you, in the almost tall but withering grass, you see a robe. And in said robe is a skeleton, its skull cracked, jaw unloosened, and a singular strip of flesh that has the eye with the eyelids gone, slight musculature, slight skin, just a patch like that. All of that is left.
This looks bad, boys, but nothing we can't handle.
It's pretty fucking gross here, if I'm being
Yeah.
completely honest.
I think our first bet is examine some bodies, see
Yeah.
what happened. Right? Right? Okay.
Are we like right on the edge?
You would be on the outskirts, so
Okay,
riding
okay.
in would be a good...
So there's no like spot where it's like, oh, it's bad here, but like an inch over it isn't?
walking into this space, and especially riding in, as you're going at constant speed, you have that like the reining of the horses. And honestly, as of right now, if you guys move any closer, are you attempting to go like towards the city or the town?
Do we want to investigate that skeleton over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's off to the side.
Can we do
Okay.
like an Arcana check or something?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I
grab
would
my
like-
hammer.
Yes, you do
Or
that.
like
Could I
Arcana check.
medicine check to try and determine cause
Ooh.
of death?
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a 27 Arcana
Not
check.
bad. And then
Hell yeah.
natural 1.
I'm gonna be real. At all of this talk of like, you know, the beefy big boys, Ballsack's beefy big boys, I added a fucking.
That's fine.
Please, please.
Quadruple B.
You're feeling pumped and stoked to the point with your kind of occult background. You're thinking and you're seeing bits of flesh and like, I can save that dude. With the high Arcana check of 27.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Natural 19.
Let's
Yeah, I was in that one
go.
for a total of 8 on my medicine.
So, I would say there is it's almost weird. The world around you is more of the like what this magic is. So you're kind of feeling this like very imposing, like necrotic, almost psychic energy that is pressing in on you. Looking at what would be the damage, total decay. And I am talking like there has been no like decomposition. There has been no like the bone has been stripped bare. Except for that one portion that has the musculature still bounded in the eye.
Does that portion like look like healthy or like it was like guarded by something?
With this high Arcana check, it almost looked anatomical.
Oh.
The peeling back of the musculature goes almost to the point of like seeing the brow and where those muscle lines are. Half of it is kind of goes back into skin. You might see some hair follicles. The eyelids themselves have been completely removed. So there is also this kind of halo of just the eyeball itself, the musculature around it, but there's still like that kind of like skin patch. And it's not much. I'm talking like
Okay.
it's very
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Again, like even the cartilage of the bone has been completely shorn off. So even what little like full incision here, it's literally the smallest of patches.
So it looks like particular, like it was done on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Neat.
What do you think, gang? Should we head on in?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna smash some heads.
Oh, yes.
Do the horses like have any kind of
As you
adverse
go
reaction?
to like rally the horses and go in, I need you all to roll animal handling checks.
Yeah.
One card.
Dirty 20.
Oh God.
15.
It's a 2.
And a 3 for me.
Okay. So
Vulcan second.
Sir Vulcan Maximus II and Big Benjamin, as you have both dismounted to go observe the body and inspect it. I'll also say with a further inspection too, like all of the like everything else, it is a full skeleton. There is nothing that remains.
Okay.
And also with your natural 1 too, it was like I can save him, but also your friend kind of turns over the cloak and it's almost like some of the, and I will even say this too, some of the bones too turn to ash as you disturb it. and
Oh yeah, no, that
falls.
is not happening. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. He was lost.
Yes.
He was.
I don't think
You
you can
turn
CPR
around,
that one.
both you turn around both to see Vulcan Maximus III and Big Benjamin have ran.
The
There
third.
is no.
Volky Jr.
The second.
We're gonna need
Sorry, the second.
We're gonna
There's
need a third
another
sword.
one.
We're gonna need
Yeah.
a third.
There's
in
like a
minute.
pony walking
Yeah.
beside.
I brought my son with me. No. But yes, both of your horses have fully ran away.
Oh, they're
Like-
Ben,
like so
there-
far
there it
away,
goes.
like,
Off into
can we
the-
see
They
them?
are
Okay.
not turning back. There is a full presence in that is looming here. That it's the same thing with like a rainstorm. The animals kind of feel it and are running. There is
Okay.
no way of getting them back, especially
Okay.
with such
When
roll.
the horses run off, I'm just gonna point and go. That's it.
Your horse is like you're moving, but you have to fight them to move forward.
Okay. God, it's okay. You're
No,
fine.
yours within like a 20.
Oh.
you're
I got
able-
dirty 20.
Yeah, I got a 15.
So you're
Yeah.
fighting it.
Okay.
Yours, you're able to calm down and be like, we got this. You're able to cool their nerves enough to continue forward.
Can we double up on the
Yeah,
horses?
can we?
War horses, absolutely.
Okay.
Get on here.
Alrighty.
Did
Who am I on?
I would say Thon. Is that your?
Yes,
Thon.
yes, it is
Bud,
Thon,
hop
yes.
on, bud.
Alrighty.
Hogan?
We're gonna avenge that skeleton.
Where
Okay?
I'm like
am
I'm
behind the
holding you
balls
like
that
change all
Yeah.
the time. I know this.
Damn right. you
I'm
are.
holding you like I'm on like a like a motorcycle.
Like lean your head in a little bit.
Yeah.
We're all bros.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
homies.
So I'm like
Homies.
fighting Cod to keep going. Great. And alright, gang. Should we head to that like weird building that's up on the hill? That feels prominent.
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
whatever
yeah,
you
okay.
say.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, boys, we got this. Let's go. So we're heading for the church-esque building.
Okay, so you would have to head down into the town
Okay,
and then
great.
kind of go up in the
Yep.
hills.
Keep
I'll
it
also
on
say
guard,
to the
yeah.
north side, you're gonna have more of the trees that would be withering and stuff. That would be more like exiting the town radius, but that's also like you're seeing still that oppressive sphere of influence.
Cool. Cool.
As you are riding through, I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God,
Wonderful.
that's my worst one.
Not proficient.
Oh,
8.
it's a 15.
It's a 4 for me.
Also a 4.
Nice. 15.
Oh boy.
So as you're riding forward, and you're seeing this darkness around you, I would say anybody who rolled under a 15, so you barely made it, you're starting to feel a bit of lethargy. And not in a sleepy way, though.
Oh.
In more of an apathetic. And you're trying to engage your body to like keep going. There's a disconnect. Your will has almost been severed a little bit from your body. Like a slight lag or a slight delay as you think to move your hand. And then it moves. You think to move forward. And then you move. It's odd. And for this, it's going to be a little bit of shifted around exhaustion. So it's going to be, I will determine it on the roll or something, but we're going to note kind of that your perception is slowed a bit. So you're able to kind of still be yourself, but just a twinge of that. So you're riding through the town, and as you're kind of walking, or you're all riding through the square, you see the bodies, and let's have perception checks. I'll say for groups, we can do help actions with if you're riding on the same horse.
Okay.
What's your perception? -1.
I've only got.
Okay. We
Mine
can
is-
help action.
So
I help
perception
out.
check.
Okay, yeah, help
just
action.
double-
Do that,
well,
so advantage.
first roll I got a nat 20, so
Oh, well,
That's
that'll do
second
it.
roll is an
Dirty
18.
20.
Yeah.
2 dirty 20s in a row.
Oh my God, 1 in 400 chance.
Well, mine was a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nat
Yeah,
20.
so that's a little better.
Okay. All right. With that, so you're riding forward, Balzac.
Yes. Correct.
You look towards the buildings that you had seen before, and almost shuttered and closed off the moorings and other organic materials seem to deteriorate and lax, and you know your eyes are true. You don't see inside. The shadows have all but consumed anything, and what is left is a facade, a set, a shell projecting a once town, but is clearly gone. And as you stare into the darkness, for a moment, and only for a moment, what almost looks like a little glimmer or glint from a metallic piece on your persons. The little reflection darts across a face in the darkness. And you could swear you've seen that before. A familiar face. But what? Give me a wisdom check.
Is that you, Stephen?
That is a 16.
It takes you a minute. But it shouldn't have. You've seen this face before. Right. In the mirror. It's your own.
Okay, there's either another Minotaur here, or I'm freaking out, gang.
But what does it
Was
Balzac?
it just Balzac's face?
Oh, you all, with the high
See-
perception, you're basically going to get more details about the town. That was very specific to, like, gazing into the darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew, didn't like that.
You got it. You're a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
Remember,
You're a big,
Yeah.
you're a big boy.
I'm like patting your shoulder from
you're-
sitting behind
you're a
you.
big boy.
Yeah.
Big
It's
boy.
a whole, like,
Yes,
it's a whole,
big
like,
boy.
tensing and flexing, like, both the pecs. It's like,
If there's a Minotaur there, we'll smash his skull.
Yeah.
There can only be one.
Only one!
I'll lock
Only
horns
4
with that
big
guy.
boys.
I want you-
Yeah.
One big
Alright.
boys, one with the horns.
I either
It's a thing,
need,
yeah.
I'll say, because you did the rallying cry, you roll a d20, or you will roll a d20, Jasmine.
Just in general?
Just in general.
You go ahead. Yeah. Oh, shouldn't have been you.
It shouldn't have been me. 3. Just flat.
Their words reach you, but there's that break in perception. The words do not reach your mind, and it's still very much set on the face in the darkness. You're able to, like, present, yeah, I'm fine, you're not fine.
In Balzac's head, he's kind of going, maybe I'm a small boy.
Oh no.
So Balzac is unresponsive?
I would say Balsag definitely has the, like, yeah, but you can still see with enough of a passive insight to be like, they're still a little, like, perturbed by this.
I like to think that Balzac's brain is called the sack in his mind.
It is.
Yeah.
100%.
So, with everybody else's perception looking at the town, you're very clearly getting a narrative built. You also are very experienced. I'll say with the non-believers, so more of our technical side of things, you are definitely seeing what magics occurred to cause this. It wasn't very sudden. It wasn't like an explosion had occurred and, like, wiped out the town. Life had continued, but also there was that lethargy that you're kind of seeing in your friends that you're not experiencing in the bodies themselves, kind of slunched over or fallen over bodies. All of them seem to be stripped bare in terms of, like, musculature. In the 20, I will say, upon, like, looking at some of them, you are seeing that same kind of ocular kind of dissection.
So it's only in the eye, nowhere else?
You're not seeing anything else in the musculature.
Is it all of them or just some of them?
It differs from person to person. Some have 2 eyes still. It's more of the band in the face. Some of them also have the, it's really gross, a drained eye, so that it's been sliced in half. So half of the eyeball has gone. So it's basically like a curled in and, like, waterless, sack. It's gross. Some have just the full, like, literally, like, everything else but the eyes were saved. Some of them have the musculature pulled back. Some of them have no skin. Like, it's fucked up.
I hear stories from my tribe of places like these, once infested by only the worst of Baba Yagas.
Make me a religion check. Either that or Arcana.
Arcana, I don't think I'm great at either. That's fine.
I have a
Oh
plus
wait,
5
no.
to
Okay,
religion.
decent religion. Let's go.
I'll say with advantage because you're thinking towards the stories.
Beautiful. It's either a 14 or it's a 14.
With the 14, thinking back to your kind of occult studies and the stories, there definitely are eyes. I will say this, the phrase that comes to your mind is eyes are windows to the soul. you are getting a clear through line of that the eyes are what's preserved, and that's what's scaring you. Many different creatures are known to consume eyes, to have jars of eyes, to look into the eyes or look into said eyes, like eyes, vision. There's something there. You're not particular on it, but you have enough of a understanding.
I don't think I need to say this, but be on guard of your eyeballs and your souls.
I'm always on guard.
What
of
if my
eyeballs
eyes
and
feel
souls.
weird? What? Oh God! Now I can feel my eyes.
No.
Is it
You
happening
have
to
big
me?
boy eyes.
Oh,
You have
Big boy eyes.
Big
Yes.
boy eyes.
Am I still
Big
in the
boy
kind of,
eyes.
like I'm not fully registering what they're saying, or
I will say this because also the disconnect happens when you feel away. Within a group and the interactions here, that kind of connection comes back and you're like, oh yeah, this is how this works, this is how this works. It's only in staring into the void and being alone in your thoughts do they really, these effects take more of a full effect.
okay.
So being in a group right now is kind of what's preserving that, like, yeah, big boys,
Okay.
like,
You're the biggest eyes I've ever seen.
Biggest eyes.
Thank you. That
I'm
makes me
always
feel
on guard
good.
of my eyes and my soul.
Sometimes your large eyes, they distract me, honestly.
They're divine.
Yes.
My-
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
My big blue orbs.
That's
Your
kinda mean.
No,
big
in like,
baby
in like
blue
a,
orbs.
My
by the
big
beauty,
baby
by
blue
the
orbs.
magnificence,
I
yes.
gotcha.
Yes. Anyway,
moving on. So are we doing any investigation in the city or like in the town, or are we going to the
If we're still nearby that building where I peered in and saw myself, I want to investigate that.
Okay. Alright, so you get off your horse and you walk forward.
Well, I did get a 5 on an investigation check, so
Okay.
I assume we're all coming with you.
I will stay on horse.
yeah.
All
Keep
the big boys.
keep Cod safe.
I feel like I need an accent now.
So as you're looking in and peering in, you aren't getting much, but there is a specific reason. Even as low as you rolled, there is one thing that's kind of coming to you, and it is an arcane darkness. There is nothing in the shadow itself. There's very much you cannot peer into this, and that's blocking you discovering anything.
Okay. Did someone come with me?
I'll say I came with you.
I'm
yeah.
gonna lean over to you and say, "Is this a bad time to mention that I am afraid of the dark?" It's just thought you should.
It's okay. You have all of... Oh, and now I went Russian. You have all the boys here with you.
Yes. Okay.
It's all right.
Alright, Billy.
We what? Yeah, Billy. All the boys here with you right now.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. The boys. I got the boys.
We will get over your fear of the darkness
Question.
together.
In your
Billy,
investigation, are you going like towards the building? Like to physically inspect?
Yeah, I would say I stepped towards, and I'm kind of looking in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Praying for my boy.
So,
Praying for my boy.
I will say also because investigation is more like, rooting through something.
Yeah.
You're able to touch the stone. It feels cold to the touch, but it feels like stone.
Okay.
It's not anything that you're registering as like, oh, this feels weird. It's like stone.
Okay.
What you're not. Oh, I know. You rolled low. That's what you get.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
You rolled low. Sorry. But
Are we
Fellas,
going-
these are rocks. That's what I got.
You're so
Nice,
smart.
nice.
You're
That's
so
good.
smart.
Good job. Big brain in that big head of yours, Balzac.
I got that big Balzac sack.
Big Balzac sack. Big boy brain.
Okay.
Too powerful.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Well, whenever we're ready, I feel like we should go
so you.
inside.
So Cod is.
I am on
who is-
Cod.
You're also
I'm
on
on
Cod.
Cod,
Okay.
yes.
On con.
You're logged into Xbox Live.
On Balzac Scott, yes.
Not Balzac's god.
I need. Thon, I need you to make a perception check.
Straight perception.
Yes.
Alright. +1. Natural 2. That's a 3.
Let's go.
Yep.
I need the. What's the group's passive?
Groups.
Or I would say you two because you're actively looking away.
Yeah.
So
Mine is a 16.
You want me?
Yeah.
Mine's a 9.
Yeah, just
with
11
a
on my
16 passive.
That's really good.
Because you're kind of also looking off a bit.
I think I'm more focused on my big boy over there who needs help.
Spencer, as you look towards Cod, the shadow of a building kind of cascades over and kind of in darkness. And Cod starts to sink.
With Thawne on him.
And Thawne, because you rolled so low on your perception, since you are alone, there's a disconnect in your brain. And your brain, and in your head, you're screaming like, there's something, why are we getting lower? What's happening? There's a change of elevation. Something's going on.
I'm not
Your
meant to be
body-
small, boy.
But your body is not moving.
I see that it's starting to sink, and I'm immediately running, and I'm going to grab Cod by, like, I'm going to try and get, like, underneath his chest, and I'm going to try and lift.
The horse?
Okay.
With me on it, yeah.
With you on it!
All right. Here's what we're gonna do now.
Is it just like that,
I'm
right?
strength-
I
strength
need,
30.
okay,
Yeah.
what, you have strength of 30, right?
Uh-huh.
So your carrying capacity is gone.
Enough.
So
Enough.
I will say this as you're running forward.
Also, I'm pretty sure orcs have powerful build, but I could be wrong.
Oh no, I have no doubt in the whole mechanics of what you have right now on that sheet that you were able to do this mechanic, right? Like you could literally like say, all right, I'm just gonna lift this building, and I may have you roll for it. But, however, I need you to give me that perception check as you're running forward.
Okay.
This is just like that scene from Neverending Story.
22.
Yeah.
Your feet start to sink in.
Oh, yeah, that is 22.
Your
Your
feet
feet-
start to sink
okay.
in as you're able to go. You're able to move forward and stuff, and you're able to power through what is almost
Like
like
quicksand.
quicksand, but also kind of like dragging you in.
I'll get you out. Just give me a minute. I'm coming.
Am I noticing this at
Do
all?
we see this happen?
I will say, like, as the commotion is happening, you're able to kind of break from the trances that you're in and like
Okay.
look over.
Boys, what's happening?
Can I-
But
Can I
Thawne is
cast
still in the
Gust?
trance?
I need you to roll me a strength check.
Okay.
Right. I need
Athletic.
I need Olgar to roll
Okay.
me the strength check, and this is not for lifting the horse.
Not for lifting the horse.
Oh.
19.
19. You're able to basically rip through and like get that off of your like feet and able to power through what seems to be that like almost that ground kind of moving, like you feel yourself sinking. You're just like, nope, pulling your foot up like on snow, right, and like planting down. You're still feeling that like sink underneath you, but you're able to move through it.
I'm gonna turn towards the other boys. But the ground has a bad touch.
The bad touch for the big boys.
is
Oh,
Bad
no.
touch for the big boys.
Is Cod still sinking?
Absolutely.
I'm-
And he's starting to freak out.
Oh, I was gonna cast Gust while they were doing that, see if they could like push them 5
Okay.
feet.
What's the read me gust?
One medium or smaller creature that you choose.
Oh, these are large creatures. This is
Well,
a large.
Is he large?
I'm not large.
So the
He's not.
horse is a large creature.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think he's trying to
Yeah,
push Thawne.
Oh, off of the horse?
Yeah.
I would say with this, we're gonna do it contested. So I'm gonna have you roll a whatever your ability modifier is for casting. I'll have you roll with that.
Oh God, I don't know. What is the wizard one?
Wizard is gonna be intelligence,
Okay. Oh, okay.
and then for our for Thawne, I need you to roll me a strength check.
Okay. I will say, if I feel like I'm getting dangerously close to the ground, if I have like the capacity to do it, I can cast fly on myself.
You can, but again, there's that disconnect.
Right. Okay.
Is there a way? Hold on.
And what was
So-
the roll for me?
That would be a strength check.
Can he autofail? Can't you just like?
I would say what the strength trick is right now is because you don't have really agency on your body right now. It is just going to be trying to blow you off. So like if that, because you're basically forcing that gust to push him off, and that's fine. However, because you don't have real agency over your body, it's just going to be naturally. Is your body lax enough to be pushed off? So in this case specifically, I would not call it an auto fail.
Totally.
Like you can't call an auto fail on that.
Okay.
But
So it's a 10.
14.
so you definitely get that gust and you see that body kind of fly back, but like the massive quads and stuff. That are, you know,
They just automatically
saddled
lock.
on
Auto
horses.
reaction.
Also cavalier instincts, right? To stay on the horse. So
Oh, yeah.
very fair.
Oh,
yeah.
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 It's
Um,
that jerky bond.
so-
It's the jerky bod.
With that not working, is there a way? I don't know if this would make any sense, but I have, as a battle master, a pushing attack maneuver.
We'll get there, but there
Okay.
definitely
I'm
is
still actively trying to lift.
Okay,
Yeah.
true,
So
true.
that was
I'll
kind of
let
like the
that
reaction of
resolve
like, oh no,
first.
they're seeing this.
Yeah.
You're able to grab Cod and lift up and basically heave over and kind of push and
Question.
shove to.
Can I?
What?
Can I? Can I roll to see how much strength I use?
Sure.
Because I want, if it's a happy middle ground, it's fine. But I want it to be
Absolutely.
really high. I want to see if I,
Absolutely.
I want
Go
to see if I
for it.
chuck the horse.
Yeah.
Be gentle with my cod piece,
Potentially.
please.
Go for it.
27.
You were never gonna hit
Oh
that.
yeah. All right. So you
Ten.
basically
You
you
were
go
never
to
gonna
like
hit
grab kind of like the.
I'm in
the-
a full panic.
No, you're in hindquarters and you basically have that like hand on the chest. And what you don't realize as your like strength builds from your back, you basically shot put.
Yeah.
Fine.
Thon's legs are still locked, so he rolls with the horse in the
Yeah.
air. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Balzac is watching this like,
15, 20 feet in the air. Just.
Oh,
There's
hold
just
on,
a gentle
hold on second.
breeze
Oh,
from my
no.
gust.
We're gonna roll one of these. We're gonna roll one of these. Yeah, 20 feet in the air. It's going up in an arc, but definitely enough to where like Han has a oh my god, like kind of like trying to run in the air, but there is none. They are going to roll a con check.
My
as they
boy.
land down.
God.
No, my boy.
please.
My.
I'll say disadvantage because you literally like they were fighting and then it's like
Oh no.
16, and then I rolled again. It was not 20, so 16.
Nice.
But with a con of +1, so 17,
Okay.
those same beefy thighs on that horse land and are able to impact. Like horses don't jump. Well, they don't usually jump. You can still do like hops or whatever.
Yeah.
But like they aren't really. Especially those massive horses are meant for beasts of burden. So it lands and like the whole like. Like is
The
able to go
manliest
down.
horses.
Yeah.
And like also with the like hind legs, like full on like their front half kind of comes up as they do it as they land back down because it's like their whole force is being transferred to
Yeah.
their hind legs and they like plop back down. So you're able to avoid it.
Balzac sheds a single tear
Yeah.
and is like, way to stick the landing cod piece.
Is Thon still still
Yeah.
Oh, locked on the
I would
horse.
say with that
No
drop
like, hardly a
of
reaction.
sudden movement, it kind of snaps you to your senses just a little bit, and as you land, you kind of have that, whoa.
Oh, great shot, Olgar. Oh,
Thank
bravo.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank
you're
you.
I
able
kinda just, like, guide
go on your
Cod
mount
back
once
around.
more.
Okay, I'm climbing back onto cod piece. I give him a big old hug. Balzac was worried, and I think are we just gonna head over to the like
The-
building on the hill?
Big
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be like, just saying this, like, be aware of the ground, like, sinking? Like, I think I'm on the lookout for that.
Yeah, with your high arcana 2 from earlier, I would say what you notice in that event as well as you're casting it, the places of shade, because there is still ambient light here. You're unable to tell where the sun is in the sky, but with the ambient light and the shadows being cast, those are the things you want to avoid.
Oh, so, like, the shadows, like, that exist?
The heavy shadows that come off of the buildings are so with shadows you have like drop off, right? So if you have a long shadow, towards the edge of it is going to be lighter and towards the base is going to be darker. Roll me perception.
14.
As our non-believer and our kind of more like honed in on the physical, you quickly go back to your teachings and you quickly garner. This does not have like the typical drop off. The darkness and the thickness of the shadows had elongated past where they should have gone to try and swallow the horse. And as
That's so
they were
scary.
shot- as it was shot put out, you see them kind of recede back to what would be mathematically correct.
Sinking shadow. It's a good name.
Also, yes, never-ending story. So you're able to remount and go
Okay,
to
great.
the parish on the hill.
Okay.
I'll say, as you're approaching, you see what would be a place of worship, very much of a hall structure, and off to the sides are two-story with the very large, ornate kind of glasswork that would be there, but not. The darkness kind of protrudes on here, and it's something you didn't notice until now. But as you look towards the same glass itself has its own innate reflection, as it lets some light in and bounces off others. This glass is in a dark room. It has no reflection. What you failed to notice when you looked into the window is you did not see your reflection as you went closer to it. It was just nothing. So you're able to see these kind of this building very menacingly there. The same steepled kind of roof is almost all but non-existent. And you can't tell if it's a trick of the eye, you can't tell if it's this like force that's pulling you in. You are unable to garner what is occurring.
Can I like throw a rock to see if it'll like go through it or if it like bounces off something?
Sure, what are you throwing it for? Or like to?
Like to like one of the roofs.
To the roof? Okay, yeah, go for it.
What do I?
Let's say a dex check.
Okay. Oh, that's good. 21.
Okay. You're able to make it to the roof. It's so weird. When it hits, you hear there's two different senses here that are being warped. You listen, and as it gets to where the roof you think it is, you clearly hear that ping and that ting as it rolls off and rolls like through or like off of what would be a roof. However, what you see is the rock flying through with no resistance. And you do not hear when it lands.
And we all see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Not even just a full. If you've ever edited like any kind of like audio when it's unsynced, action happens, and then your sound happened before. Like you heard that ting, 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 but you're just seeing fluid movement as it passes through. And because it's so high, you can't see when it lands.
Okay. Do I hear like I don't hear it like if it would roll off, I don't hear it like hit the ground?
No, and it's large enough a building that even if you did, you'd have to be like super like
Yeah. Okay.
you know for a fact right now your perception is not what it would be. So even if you attempted it,
Okay.
there could be that disconnect. And with that high roll, you got what you got.
Okay. Totally.
Okay. And we're just in front of the building, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The large steeple doors, massive and imposing, made of a dark wood that you cannot determine as almost all the color in it is a slate dark gray.
Before we go in, I'm gonna grab Balzac's hand, and like I'm gonna hold his hand, and I'm gonna be like, "You got this."
I'm squeezing your hand
Yep,
so
you
tight.
got this. You got it, bro.
Yeah,
You
you're
got
doing
it.
like the-
You are the biggest boy.
I am,
You're
no. We're all the biggest
We're all the
boys.
biggest boys.
Yes.
It is tie. We check. Yeah.
So you all.
I'm gonna keep a hold of your hand when we go in.
Great.
All right. As you go towards the door, they open up, and what you see as the kind of light behind you not even floods in, gently presses in. The floor itself kind of, in games is a good example, right? Where the floor kind of is, you're in darkness and the floor kind of you see in front of you as it like basically almost apparates in front of you. You see what would be the large pew and walkway into what would be a central worship chamber.
Are there any like candles or anything?
There is no light.
Well, are there any candles? like
That-
candlestick.
Oh,
With
like
the
unlit
radius you have
candles.
now, you cannot see any.
Okay, could I have like grabbed a stick and like I wanted to cast firebolt on it?
Oh, well, if you
So I
need,
can
if
see
you need
light.
to
Do you have
catch
light?
something on fire, no, I can just catch things on fire.
Okay,
with my
cool.
touch
I
light.
just wanted like a torch or something.
No,
Yeah.
I can do that.
You're able to
Give me a
do it.
stick.
Okay.
Desert Storm Barbarian, baby.
As you go to basically snap and do that,
Yeah.
it almost the same delayed response. The flame, you clearly see it light and like ignite, and it is the weirdest thing. You have a flame in front of you. You clearly see the combustion. It is emitting no light. You have the same halo, and in a weird kind of way, the only reason you are seeing the flame is because of the light behind you.
It's not great. I'm not gonna lie to
It's
you.
not looking good.
Yeah.
Not looking good.
Vibes, not right.
Okay.
This
I-
is not correct.
Make me
No, it-
a perception check
Ooh,
at advantage. You.
me?
Me?
You have the torch.
That's true. I was just the one that set it on
Advantage?
fire.
Advantage.
Oh, double 15s. 14.
As you stare at this flame, alien, aberrant, you swear, just a second, in what almost looks like the slightest iris, a slit eye, a faint red. And as the flame moves, it goes back to that washed out gray. I would like you to roll
My bones are chattering.
My bones are
an
chattering.
intelligence saving throw.
Hey, you probably
So
okay.
I get advantage against spells cast by creatures within 5 feet of me.
I doubt this is a spell by within 5 feet of you.
That is not the case.
This is a spell by a house all
You really got
you.
Sauron. in here.
Intelligence?
Intelligence, yes.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
You are now feeling more of that disconnect from your perception.
Because I
And-
wasn't before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're feeling that disconnect. And your eyes, especially looking at that weird kind of like uncanny valley like flame that you're looking at right now, and once that red kind of breaches your eyes and you lock with it for just a second, basically your perception is halved in terms of reaction to it. So you have basically a warped perception of your world around you. So something that's like, a fist coming at you, then you react. So this is going to be disadvantage on perception. And you can no longer take reactions.
Oh,
Ooh.
that
that-
sucks.
Ouch.
No shit.
Do you want to just like write down on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yee.
Damn.
Yee.
Disadvantage on perception?
No more reactions.
No more shield.
No more
No
shield.
more shield.
You should check your Discord.
Yeah, I see it. I will have everyone else roll me a perception check real quick, and then we'll take a little break.
Great.
Go.
Just so I can also check in with everybody.
Okay. 17.
17,
12.
12,
Just a 10.
10. You aren't seeing past the light that's emitting behind you. You are seeing the different pews and what would be benches in this place of worship as the halo kind of goes in. As the light stretches forward, it almost is cushioned back until it like reaches forward and almost fully, but is almost stopped and slightly pushed away from the way ahead. With this is a good little stopping point for us because we're going to take a little break and I want to make sure everybody's doing okay. And then we'll get into more of the conclusion. So yeah, it'll literally be like a second while we edit this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
As we jump back into the abyss together, you walk in. I am going to go a little bit more ethereal with this at this point because you are getting closer to what would be the nexus point. So, thought and perception are becoming more clear and apparent of having will. Our authority figure, who is our leader, what are your intentions going into this place of worship?
I think my biggest intention here is, because I'm feeling so emboldened by the support from my boys, right?
Mhm.
I think my intention here is to be the best leader I can be, and look out for the safety of the boys.
Okay.
I think like as like the skeptic, I think I'm going in like trying to look for answers, like see if I can gain more information about like especially since I saw like the shadows move, like more about that.
Okay.
I'm terrified of like just I'm going through kind of all the backlog of the like stories from the Goliath tribe and just thinking of all the things it could be or that I don't know much about and just like yeah.
I'm here simply for the camaraderie and the brotherhood that the boys have brought me in the latter half of my life because my childhood was awful. And thus, with the boys, I have been brought a beautiful friendship that has bested the test of time.
Okay.
Healed your trauma.
And I'm hoping that's all radiating out to all of us as well. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna start here.
Okay. I have a question before we
Yes.
start about my portent rolls.
Yes.
I can't take reactions anymore.
No, you can't.
So in the like, it doesn't say that it's a reaction.
They're not reactions.
It's just a feature.
It's just a thing that
Okay.
you can do.
So, well, also, because it is more of a, from what I've read and seen so far, it's kind of like a deja vu thing. So, we can, if there is a point where you want to use it, I can still play out what had happened in terms of you then seeing it as that and then being able to either gift that other outcome to someone or using it for yourself.
Okay.
So in kind of a flash of whatever it is that even if I'm narrating and you're like, hold on, I can roll it back. But
So-
courage, trepidation. I would say actually no, curiosity,
I'll take trepidation.
trepidation,
Brotherhood.
brotherhood.
Brotherhood with the boys.
Damn right.
Clack. 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 Your steps delay in sound as you step on the cold stone tiles, the marble flooring that you feel underneath your foot. You feel the force and the impact before you hear it, before you see it. Your senses are splitting, are becoming further frayed and further frayed. The embers from your torch, if you still have it lit, almost like your frame rate is low or shutter is high. You're missing frames of movement. So the flame looks almost animated, jarring, jittery. There are gaps in the movement. And then the smell of the ash of the soot. And then the texture of the wood. This is all happening as your mind and perception all spreads. This is happening to everybody. There is no saving. Because at this point, you're too far gone. As you step forward and forward, the only hope you have is getting out of this alive with the boys. Our leader, who's going in with more courage, you're stepping forward. I want you to roll me an insight check.
That is a 16.
16. With the support of your group and the healthy dynamic you all have, you know of your faults as the leader. You know of the trepidations you have, the self-doubt that you have. And as you step forward, that same kind of face, as you step forward, and all holding hands, but again, there's a split in perception. Almost as if approaching a reflection, the face kind of appears as you step forward. And taking a look in to the foreign face, to this alien reflection, you see the self-doubt written all over the face. The furrowed brow that screams, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You see slack-jawed and just so unsure and so lost. What do you do?
Can I feel my boys holding my hand? Or is that disconnect preventing me from that?
I will say, as you are focusing in on that perception and looking forward towards that insight, it's the same kind of shut off. Like you can physically acknowledge it's there. You don't feel the warmth. You don't feel the sensation on your skin. It's there, but it's so beyond you in this moment as you face yourself.
Okay. I think looking into the eyes of this kind of like dark version of me, I think I'm going to like close my eyes and like this big minotaur going to do a little like snort to kind of hype myself up, and I am just going to walk forward.
Okay. Make me, let's see, maybe a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 11?
As you snort and have that collection, and you go to move forward, there's that disconnect. You feel yourself standing, but you don't feel your legs. And we'll get back to that.
I have no mouth yet, I must scream.
Trepidation. Your steps clack, clack, clack. Your pace remains the same, but the echoing of your footsteps in this huge cathedral have waned and slowed. And you reach the edge with your group of where the light cascades in and what faces you in darkness. This is not a roll, but with all you have seen as your character, what do you think is here?
What I think is here. Oh. Thawne has heard many tales of evil spirits from his tribe. He has even fought a few that he would consider pretty close to being what was talked about. You know, hearing stories from a tribe over time that is, things will change when a story passes from one person to another. And so I think what Thawne is thinking is less of a specific like creature or force, but more of a kind of the idea that there are evils in the world and that they need to be overcome by big, strong boys.
All right.
And so he's going to try and summon his confidence.
Fantastic. As you step forward, and you think towards your stories, the same approaching and dark reflection appears before you, and it warps these different faces and these different threats that through time and through interpretation have shifted in description. The Baba Yaga, but the roof was thatched, or it was tiled, or the different iterations and permeations of the story, but the same root of evil is there. And overcoming said evil. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 13.
13. You know it's there. Like, you know that that is the overcoming of evil is the end of the story. And yet, your brain and your thoughts drift to the cautionary tales. The ones who step into the darkness to never return. The evil is all-consuming. There is no triumphing it. It is to be avoided. It is to be ran away from. It is not to be faced, and it is not to be challenged. And as you have this thought, clack, almost uninstinctually, you feel your foot drift backwards and land on the tile to take a step back, just shifting your weight from your front foot to your back. Curiosity.
Why did everyone look at me like that?
In your perception in the world, there is almost always an explanation, a justification. A pure force is never just that. There is no, like, good and evil. There is no pure black and white. There is many, many shades of gray. And as you step forward, same distant and alien clack, clack, clack. You come up to the reflection. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
A -1 wisdom. It's not feeling good right now. Oh, 18.
18. Roll me an intelligence check.
Saving throw or
Intelligence check. This is not a saving throw.
That's cocked.
Yeah. It's natural.
I love when dice tell a story. You approach and step forward. And your brain is going through all the things on paper. The checklist, the evidence, the telltale signs of what this could be. Can't be a dragon. Not that kind of magic. Maybe Draco Lich, but probably far and few between. Undead, sure, but this isn't right. Definitely nothing fairy. Definitely not anything of fiendish origin. Possibly abyss. But your brain stands on the cusp of what it thinks it might be, of what lies before you. And though your eyes are screaming at you, telling you that this is the image in front of you, your mind is not absorbing it. And you're caught in this ultimate feedback loop of feeling your footing on the edge of a cliff that spans down and down in this dark spiral, and you feel your weight almost shifting, and the slightest little movement of earth will send you toppling and spiraling down, but you don't. You don't know what it is. And that scares you. Brotherhood. Make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
15.
15. Okay. Okay. As you step forward and you approach the dark mirror that lies before you, staring into this nexus, it's odd. Clack, clack, clack. What disconnect you felt oddly enough has faded slightly. The diegetic sound of your feet on the stone are matching the force you feel as you press down into the stone, into the tile. And as you step forward and look as the reflection approaches you, as you reach the event horizon, you see a humanoid figure silhouetted in darkness. Perception.
Natural one.
16.
Oh, the Morton die. I was confused for a second. So 22.
Good call.
Wow, okay. That took me
It also took me a second. I was so engrossed. I was
So,
like,
yeah, that's good. Good, Harper.
I was gonna use it myself, and I was like, it feels wrong.
As you step forward and see the figure, you feel yourself consumed and blown away and dissected and picked apart piece by piece. And as you experience these things, it stops. As this premonition comes to your head, and this unfathomable, boundless figure stands before you. Those senses and that experience could happen at any moment. So if they deem you are of extreme caution. However, a tilt of the head. What you also notice is a red hue as an edge light. The shadow itself, the only reason you can tell it's a figure at all is in the black darkness, a red kind of streaks, not as light or as a coloration, but as the halo, as the edge, as the aura that highlights this humanoid figure. Looks at you. And you feel that you feel a voice creep in. Hot. You don't see yourself.
I don't need to see myself. I see my boys. All together. As one.
Head sways to the side. Why?
They're bigger than me. We're all bigger together. I'm just one. We are many.
Head kind of rolls back, and as it comes down to face you, the face of your father, the face of anyone who has made you feel small and would scare you, you have a resolve and you stand your ground, and they can no longer affect you as you have found your family and the people who truly care and support you.
Can I, since we're all holding hands, can I feel like if their grip is like loosened, or if, when they look in the mirror, if they're experiencing something wrong?
Absolutely. You see your peerless leader, the same expression that I described, plastered on their face. No control of muscle or anything, just pure, unadulterated, I don't know what to do. You look towards Thawne, iron grasp, and his iron grasp has laxed. And if given, your hand is still, to clarify, your hand is still there,
Yes.
but it has loosened. And the same kind of like, right, like there's still a grip that you have, but it's
And
laxed.
Thawne takes pride in his grip, so you're gonna.
You got a little fish hand, and you also see that the slightest poke will send him running. And you see Vulcan, as their hand is grasping yours, the other one, unbeknownst to them, reaching forward and about to reach over the event horizon and cross the threshold.
This is like a mirror type thing that we're all kind of looking at, right? Almost.
A mirror reflects and is a clear delineation between what is real and what is not. The darkness is all there is on the edge. There is no barrier. Had you reached in the window, you would have felt nothing. Had you have walked through the door, the same threshold would find you. There is no separation, only hesitation. An invisible force that you know you shouldn't cross. But Maximus's curiosity is overwhelming.
I'm going to simultaneously pull Vulcan back. I'm going to look at the figure that was speaking to me. Say, I don't see myself because I don't really care about myself, but you're hurting my friends. And I'm not going to stand for that. And I'm going to grab my warhammer and I'm going to rage.
Okay.
So as I'm going to describe the rage real fast just because
Go for it.
storm, desert thing, the air around all of us dries. It feels like it's the humidity of the sun. And I don't know how the light that I imagine comes from the chest of Olgar looks in the darkness, but I imagine that it brightens like a flame in the middle of the chest as the heat of my body increases to the point where everyone around me
begins to feel it. And let me just double check something on features for raging for this stuff, just so I know how it works. This effect activated.
unfortunately, I will say everyone that's within,
I believe it's within 10 feet of me. Actually, I think it might have increased. Everyone, it looks like within 10 feet of me,
takes 5 fire damage. I don't know if those figures are within 10 feet of me, but I'm gonna try and like direct it less at the boys and more at them, and then I'm gonna pull the boys with me as I go to smash the figure.
Okay.
I'm gonna grip their hands as hard as I can.
And I will ask if his rage and or the fire damage would stir us at all in our trances.
I did double check your level 10 ability, protects your friends.
Protect my friends.
Oh,
There we go.
wow.
So you guys don't.
Shielded
It's just
storm. You learn your mastery your storm to protect others.
Gotcha.
Each creature of your choice has damage resistant you gain from storm soul.
thank you rules.
So at the very least, it's half damage.
Okay.
All right.
Is it rounded up or down?
I very much love this. I do have a stat block. And as you give this declaration and this strength, this entity does not feel threatened. For to be threatened, there would have to be a present danger. But you are unexpected. You are a variable. So it is going to do something that it can only do once, but it does recharge on a 6. And hang on 1 second, it also does have spells, so I want to make sure that I'm not
So went from real comedic to pretty fucking heavy real fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No kidding.
We got back
We
from the
were
break, guys.
Now the boys are like wholesome and not
Yeah.
funny.
Got back from the break. We're gonna get broke.
Not funny, haha.
men
Funny, I'm
now.
scared.
Not funny, haha. Funny
funny.
eldritch horror.
Funny, hold my hand, boy.
The boy.
Okay, this is what it's going to do.
Okay.
And it is truly unfair as it is a charisma. However,
Okay.
because of your camaraderie and your emboldening of everybody, I would like everyone else to roll me a d6. Not you, Spence.
No, I know. I'm gonna be 20.
I got a 3.
3.
I got a 1.
Also one.
Okay.
Oh, not great.
You have a +5.
Do I
I
have
mean-
a -2 to that as well?
No.
Okay, just +5 straight.
I'm gonna say with this will backing you up, which I would be more as advantage. I'm going to rule that the advantage is gobbled up to eat up the 2. So then those bonuses will stack and be a +5 straight.
Okay.
It is one roll though.
Okay.
You have one shot and one shot only.
Give me your strength, boys. $21.
One humanoid that I can see within 5 feet must succeed on a DC 21 saving throw.
The strength of the boys.
The boys!
Let's go, boys.
As the voice creeps out once more, it says, "If only your body was yours, red slit. Iris would be its face, just one slanted pupil staring in. And as you feel that red light, almost in a flash of red, you feel it enter you. And as you hear that voice, you push out.
You're right. It's not mine. It belongs to my boys. So.
Roll your attack with advantage.
Oh, that's cocked. Okay, the first one, like I'm just checking here. That's definitely gonna hit.
What'd you roll?
30?
Absolutely.
DC 31.
Oh.
I need you to roll damage.
I'm gonna steal this D6.
Go ahead.
Ah.
You don't have any great weapon master?
No,
or whatever?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
So that is
14.
14 points of bludgeoning. I don't know if there's any other damage.
Magical attack.
It is magical.
Cool.
It is bludgeoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Your hammer passes through like the stone, no resistance. Finds purchase and impacts on the form's shoulder, almost swallows in a bit. And as it does, what you saw from it, let me pull up the art so I can describe it a bit more.
Oh, wait.
But
I think Spencer knows what this might be. I will
Do
not say
you?
what I might.
do you, Spencer?
I might.
You might. Well, it's out to get you. Oh god, I can't. Wait. I'm trying to find it again, but it deselected, so I have the stat block, but I don't have an image. Just gonna go off memory.
It'll say it.
You have 2 pack slots.
Got it, thank you.
So you might recast them to max level.
As you push in on it, the humanoid figure that you see, a tail almost highlighted in the same red, you see slithering behind it. And what was shoulders kind of laid down, you also see almost coming up into what would be that almost ambient red light, different tendrils and like bug-like arms along the sides, which also have more of a hunched forward, kind of like mantis shape to them, bug-like. And the arms that were to the side and would be like a normal thing extrude outwards. What would be like fingers are stretched out and still kind of broken. And swirling around it now appear red eyes swirling. And in almost a radial like space, kind of the shadows casting from one singular point of light, the shadows and the red swirl around. And I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go.
It says I get advantage on initiative.
Oh, God.
And roll
7.
it.
18.
Okay.
10
My
for
sheet
phone.
says advantage on initiative. So.
Go for it.
Yes, you do.
14.
Okay. And it rolled that. Okay, so 20 to 15, I heard an 18 somewhere. Okay. All right, 15 to 10,
14.
14, okay.
And 10.
And then
7.
10. All right, cool. So we have,
Here we go.
you said
We're in
14?
combat. We could talk
Who
a
had the
little more
14?
now if you
14.
Okay, so Spencer had the 14.
I think Spencer knows what this is, but I also don't want to guess.
Mhm.
because that
And
feels-
then
even though I don't know what
Thon had the 10.
Yes. Yes.
And then Vulcan had the
it is.
7.
7. Okay.
It's okay. Going last
Oh,
can
yeah,
have
that's okay.
advantages.
Yeah. Do we have anything that's
Going
like
last can
that
have
can
advantages.
grant
First
disadvantage
up-
on saves for?
And has broken out of the trance would be. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. I misspoke. Ballsack.
I forgot that was my name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We've been pretty intense
Yes.
for now.
Yeah.
I forgot that my name's
Okay.
Balzac.
So this thing is standing
Z.
like within range, correct?
I will say you
Or-
don't see the figure,
Okay.
but you still see that face in front of you.
Okay. Can I?
Here's how this combat is going to work. Because truly only one of them has seen through the void and past looking holistically and not individually. You are still caught up in this self-doubt and this fear that is now you feel your muscles tense and in that same position. And as you have braved through it slightly, you have not braved through enough to break through the barrier of whatever this force is.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of flavor it as fighting the charm, or it's not really a charm, fighting the effect
Yeah.
of this creature. So then you can break through and then act more in a full combat
Yeah.
situation.
Okay. Cool. So I'm looking at this image of myself, seeing the self-doubt, and I feel the presence of my boys behind me, and I think I'm going to, in that moment, look myself in the eye. I don't think I had done that until this moment, and I'm going to rear up my great sword and attack my face in the mirror, trying to dispel that self-doubt.
I will say this: as you go to like tense your muscle to grab for your center, it stays on the blade, and you hear the voice creep in, like your own, but still having that airy etherealness. Why do you lead?
Because my boys need me, and they will always follow.
You said the magic words. Roll me your attack.
All right.
My boys need me.
Okay.
Like a boys
I will say,
roll.
I don't know if you have any magical weapons, so do like give him a magical.
You're level
weapon.
17. Of course you have magical weapons.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool,
know. I'm
cool,
saying
cool.
for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can do 3 attacks. Am I doing all 3?
We're doing it with the greatsword?
Yes.
Let's see here. Yeah, go for
Okay. So first attack is a 26 to hit.
it. Well hit.
Okay. Should I just roll all the attacks, right?
Do you want me to
No.
go through and add a magical greatsword?
Let's just say for this, it has a magical effect. We'll call it at +1.
Okay.
So,
So 27.
yes.
Yeah.
And then for damage, you'll just add that +1.
Great.
So what would be 2d6 plus 5 is 2d6
Okay.
plus 6.
Do you want me to roll damage for that right now, or just
Let's
get
roll
my
all
attacks
three
out of the way?
attacks, so then that
Great.
way we can compile together.
Okay. Next one is going to be even more than that. That's gonna be
Then
a
it
31.
will even more hit.
Yeah. Okay. And the last one, that's probably a 29.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
As a fighter, I will say this: as you have broken out of this effect, your dexterous fighting as well, kind of maneuverability, battle master. Your sword is almost guided. And roll your damage.
Yes. And then do you know, can I use more than one maneuver in the same turn, or is it just the
That is a
one?
good question.
Let me look. Let me look.
Okay.
Is the charges like every time you use
So
it, or
honestly,
is it
what I'm reading right now is it looks like
Every time you score a critical
there are
hit.
some
Okay,
that you
great.
just
And then every time
expend
you
a
critical hit
superiority
is
like die,
Use a
and there are
charge.
others that it says you can use a bonus action to.
It's
Okay.
pretty low
So
concept, but I mean,
depending on how it is, because you have 3 attacks, as a fighter at this level, you have 6
I know.
superiority die, so you'll be able to like mark that off.
Yeah.
You just got a crit.
We will whatever you're deciding to do,
No, that's
I will rule in the
Yeah.
moment how we proceed with that.
Great. Okay. So I think for my first hit, I'm going to use a goading attack, which is not a bonus action. It's just a superiority die.
I will honestly I will tell you this
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
You are not seeing the full creature right now.
I'm seeing
You are
myself
seeing
still.
yourself and still attacking yourself.
Gotcha.
So I will, if you still want to use that, that's fine. I will say in this moment you are fighting yourself.
Okay. I will not use that in this moment
Okay.
then.
And I will say all 3 of these attacks are like still against
Yeah,
yourself. So if
for
you
sure.
are like, for the context of also when that damage fully impacts, will kind of either break through the illusion. We will see how that goes.
Okay, great. In that case, I'm going to instead do a disarming attack.
Okay.
Because, you know, disarm the self-doubt. I don't know. And I believe my superiority die is a d10. Let me check that really fast.
Yes, it is a D10.
Okay, great. Let me roll damage. And this is going to be on the first attack.
Okay.
So I did find it. You can only use 1 maneuver per attack.
Gotcha. Okay,
So you
great.
can use
with
3
3 attacks, you
maneuvers.
get 3
No, no,
maneuvers.
no.
Cool.
You can use a different maneuver on each attack.
You've got a lot of maneuvers. So
Great, great.
Only a
Okay.
9.
First damage is going to be a 12 plus. Oh God, where's my d10? Okay. That is a 21.
Okay.
Yeah, and with the disarming attack, hang on just a moment. It is disarmed if it fails a strength saving throw DC 19.
I'm telling you right now, it doesn't have any kind of physical weapon.
Okay,
So
so that wouldn't do anything.
I will say, because you're also announcing that intention, we will say for what it is. Well, that's out of the box. Okay, well, I just burned a natural 20 for that. But basically, what it looks like is almost a disarming of yourself, but then in the shadow, almost your hand comes out and then produces the same greatsword that you're seeing.
Ooh,
So you
okay.
go to like what disarm what is basically like your reflection in your face, as you slash across the face, and that arm does come up, and you are seeing what would be a typical combatant, but you do a good amount of damage.
Okay. And then I still have the 2 other attacks.
Correct.
Which I think I'm not gonna burn my maneuvers on those. I'm just gonna roll damage. So the next attack is a a 15.
15 to hit?
Yes. No, that is a 15 to.
Oh, 15. Oh, yeah, all of them hit. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
15
right,
damage.
Right, right. Yep, we're good. Okay.
And then the final attack is another 15 to hit.
Not to
Oh,
hit.
15 damage.
Yes, damage. Correct. And then I think what I want to do is I have hammering horns, which as a bonus action after hitting with a melee attack, I can attempt to shove the target with my horns. But I don't think that would make any sense for a mirror, so I'm not going to do that. Never
So
mind.
here's the
And
thing.
it's not really.
Like I said, it is not. What you're almost seeing is like the sensation of stepping up to a fogged mirror and seeing your reflection. There is no physical barrier between that. So, like, as you slash past what would be your event horizon, you feel yourself slip into the darkness and feel that kind of instinctual pull. But you're also slashing in and out, in and out. And then, with that much damage, I will say, in this, right? Because you only saw a face. You're slashing at the face. And the gashes that come in. So you do basically what's the same cuts and stuff and what remained. You slash through it. And from your perspective, because you're not seeing everyone's illusions, you're only seeing their reactions to it. You see them dexterously breaking forward and just with resolve and slashing at the creature. From your perspective, you're not seeing the creature
Yeah.
yet
Okay.
until your third attack, where you slice through the eye. and you see it break through. And then you see this kind of shadow creature looming, and is any other moves?
I think now that I have like clocked this shadow figure, I think I am going to use my hammering horns and hit it with my horns. And
Is that a bonus action?
that is a bonus action.
Nice.
Yeah. And how large is this?
This creature, it seems to be looming over you, but it still will be considered a medium.
Great, then I can do this. So it needs to pass a DC 19 strength saving throw, or else I push it up to 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
You have
Cool.
to roll an attack roll or anything with it?
Strength
No.
saving throw?
Yes, DC 19.
DC 19. Okay.
So it doesn't deal damage, it's just a push?
No, it's
Okay.
just pushing.
Gotcha.
Okay. No legendary act. Ah, you just write it up. Have to roll for it. What'd you say the DC was?
19?
19? 12.
Nice.
Great.
You're absolutely. I will say this. As you do your hammering horns and you do shove it, it is going to make a check right now. It's not technically a bonus action, but it is a property of what I've been describing and what this strong power is. Now, you feel almost the same sinking feeling, or like what was described earlier as like sinking in, as it kind of your horns basically shove in and push forward to knock forward. However, upon your I forget what horns are made out of, so I'm just gonna say ivory, and someone can correct me if you have any knowledge about cows. But basically, it the artificial material as it is very same thing with bones, horns, and other extrusions last longer in decay. It just glides right off and has no purchase to pull you in. So you can also use that action while remaining where you are.
Cool, great.
The problem is that if you got shoved with it 10 feet into the darkness, that could be detrimental, and you're seeing that.
Yeah.
That, I believe, will be your turn, unless you
Yes,
have...
that's all I've got.
All right. It is now its turn. It is going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Wait, no, you shoved it away. Okay.
Move within it.
That is based on touch. That is...
Don't get touched by it.
That one it already did, so it expended that use. So we're gonna either do that or that. No, it's going to use its thing. So as you shove it forward, you see the swirl, the swarm of eyes circling around it, as it picks up in speed, and you see that kind of delay, and the same kind of if you see something going spinning and then it has that phase moment where it also looks like it's spinning backwards, that's what's happening around it. And as they swirl, they all go darting forward, hitting everybody in the area. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
With the
no.
saves.
I hate this wisdom-based saving.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay,
18.
I did get a nat 1, but I realized I have a feature that lets me re-roll.
Indomitable?
Yes. So I'm going to use one of those to re-roll the saving throw.
All right, if you got to burn a superiority die, make sure you burn it.
It is just
It's a fighter thing.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay, and now it's going to be a 13.
Oh my
Also
God.
13.
Wait,
13, 13,
4.
4.
18.
Hang on. It was just dex saves.
No.
None of you passed. All right.
DC 19 or higher. Here we go.
18.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh,
DC,
DC 20.
DC was 21.
We're
time.
fighting-
What is
we're-
this 21 DC?
It's written on my feet here.
Crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna do
Star spawner, crazy. I was waiting for him to confirm if that was what it was or not.
Oh, don't whistle at the
We're-
damage.
We're fighting a monster that uses mental ability scores against you. We are the big boys.
This is not. We are strong. This is not our strong suit.
Oh my god!
Again?
He's rolled that twice.
Ooh,
I don't like that.
my
it
minus
atta-
1 wisdom feels bad right now.
Can it
Even
attack
my
my
plus
warlock
one feels
charisma
bad.
instead, please? Like,
Or strength.
Or
yeah,
constitution.
yes.
Strength or constitution, great.
Or can it just make a regular attack? That I can,
The something.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
where we can
socks
use our
us across
AC,
the
or
gl-
like,
Oppose
jaw.
strength check.
Huh,
I'm a
that's
little
nice
fearful
number.
right now.
55
I thought
For
it was
all of
gonna
us?
be,
Of what
I
kind
thought
of
it was gonna be
damage?
69.
points of psychic damage.
oh, of course it's
55.
55.
I rolled 10d8 and I rolled high. So,
Ouch.
I am below 100.
Me too.
I'm not.
Does that count as hitting with an attack?
Yeah, was that? No,
I
it
mean-
was a forced save, right?
It was a save. It wasn't
center,
hitting with an
it's
attack.
it is a 30-foot radius sphere
Yeah, so
centered
it's
on a
Okay,
point.
great.
Yeah, it's
Phew.
So it is more of a spell attack,
Yeah,
if
that's fine.
anything, and also because of the phrasing of it, it isn't even really a spell
not an
attack.
attack.
It's ethereal. It's weird.
It's fine.
It has to be specific to it. But yes, and everyone is blinded.
Oh, here we go.
As these impact you and pass through your brain and like ethereally swarm around you and go there, you
Where do you add?
almost in
Okay.
everybody's case, they, even the ones who are trapped and staring at the illusions, see that red slit an eye in front of them as it passes through, and it is complete darkness and void.
Cool.
Who turned the lights out?
Boys, boys, can y'all see?
So
Boys.
that
It is
is
extra
going to
dark right now.
be- I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it is an action, so that is its action, and then as a bonus action,
Of course, it has a
See what it can
bonus
do.
action.
This is the point where
I don't know if
wish
it can
was
do
a totem
anything.
warrior
I literally
barbarian.
looked this up and I was like, ooh, this looks fun.
also Emerald Dragon.
That takes that. That takes that. Yeah, it doesn't really have any bonus actions, but it's gonna do that, and it's gonna hurt everybody. All right. So that is its turn, and then I'm gonna erase all this because there's a lot of numbers on my thing. Ogar,
Uh-huh.
you see the creature in front of you, and as this rolls out and it's pushed away, you are blinded.
Okay. Do I have a vague memory of where it is?
I would say yeah.
I'm going
Actually, no, because you're raging.
to... I am raging.
Oh,
And what type of barbarian are you?
I'm a storm barbarian. Storm soul.
I don't think you have anything
I do
that'll
not.
pass through it. So, in the blindness of your rage, when that red kind of blood that you feel in your eyes and that electricity in your veins start to swell, and this blindness hits you, it is almost like a rolling thunder. Like it consumes you, and then when that hits and you feel that impacts and that just viscera, you're not feeling it.
I will say the only way for me to get out of my rage is to go unconscious, or if I end
You're not.
myself.
You're not out of rage. I'm saying like
Oh.
your perception to try and like your clarity of mind
Oh, okay, gotcha.
to do that is like trying to like do it through like that big thunder that like rings in your ears and shakes your body.
Well,
So you aren't able to recall fully through your like blindness as your
Yeah.
senses taken away from you fully what that is.
I'm just gonna rush forward to where I think it is. I'm gonna do one of my swings, and it's gonna be a reckless attack to make it a straight roll. Okay.
Yep. You're able to.
Huh?
I rolled percentile. You
Okay.
had a certain
Cool.
chance to do that. You made the chance.
Making the thing a straight roll because I'm making the attack reckless. I'm probably gonna end up making
Yes.
all of these attacks reckless because I get 2.
Yeah, and you got a number that will. Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and roll it just in case.
When you roll reckless, all of your attacks are reckless for that round.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which means
There we go.
for your turn, and then everything has
After.
advantage against you until.
Yes, I knew about the other advantage. I
Roll
was
for
just-
it.
All of these will
All right.
do that.
First attack is a straight roll. That is a 28.
Hits.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the other one just to see. That is a 22.
Hits.
I rolled a 5 on the die.
Only-
Plus 17.
Oh,
Love a good 30
Only a
strength.
22.
only.
Only a 22.
Yeah,
I rolled a 3, but it's actually a 33.
Yeah.
So. God. My damage is ass, though. That's
You
a-
have
have
charges
weapons.
on the Hammer of Thunderbolts.
I do, but that has to be a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Yep. So 14 on the first attack, and the second attack, better, is a 19. So 14 and 19. So
14 and 19, so for a
33.
total of
33 damage.
33 damage.
Also, as a bonus action, because I am raging and I have my Storm Soul shit going on, it will be taking an additional. Oh, did it start within 10 feet of me? No, it got pushed back, right?
No.
Okay.
It got
So
pushed
that's
back
fine.
10 feet, and like if we're going by grid rules,
Yeah.
because we're kind of nebulous and we don't have a map in front of us right now, I will say that because you kind of shove them forward, there's enough of a distance
Okay.
as a medium creature.
Because I made purchase on the hits as a bonus action.
Oh, wait, no, you move forward.
I did move forward, yeah. Well, I was saying start turn in my radius, but it didn't.
No, it wouldn't have
reading
started
it,
turn.
I think it also
you're
is
good.
just on bonus actions anyway.
You're
It just
good.
read weird anyway. 5 fire damage for just existing
Okay.
as a bonus action.
5 fire.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah.
And then I don't think there's anything else that I can do. I think that's it for me.
All right, cool. So that'll be your turn there. You are able at the end of your turn to roll a save again.
Wisdom or
Wisdom saving throw.
19.
Don't make it.
Oh, that's right. I will actually never make that because I don't have a plus to my wisdom.
Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Wait, I have a
Then-
minus to my wisdom.
then this will last for
An hour?
a minute.
Okay.
So that
So-
is
10
six-
rounds. Yeah.
Rounds. Okay.
Yeah,
So we're on
my
round
plus
one.
Yes.
I need a nat 20.
We'll start
We're good.
counting.
We're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
We'll figure out a way
Is
around
it a
it if
20
it's
fail?
really
Just a
crippling.
19.
But that is a very good turn.
Yep.
Thon,
Oh boy. Oh boy.
you
Oh boy.
feel
boy.
every urge to run. You are under the frightened condition.
God.
Oh,
damn.
shit.
Ooh.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls as you kind of stare into this, like this void. You feel those impacts, and even then, that heightens your fear, and you cannot move any closer.
Can I see the creature?
You are blind.
Right,
So
I am blind.
you're
So,
blind and frightened.
did I ever see the creature?
No, you did not break through the illusion, and what you also saw was in that. Using the same illusion, you were staring into that deep abyss in that ravine, and what came out of it was a swarm of red eyes that bombard you and pummel you and rush through every part of your body. And as that red eye looks at you, and then with that slit and that slight red glow, it pushes through your face, and your sense of sight is gone.
Okay. So I don't know where it is, and I can't look around for it.
You are still grappled with the fear. So I will say, as your action right now, and especially what we're talking about, I will say roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is for the frightened.
Right. That's a 14.
I want you to roll the d20 again. You want a 10 or higher.
That's a 10
10.
plus 1 for an 11. Yeah.
Well, it's no
No,
modifier.
it's a straight roll.
It's a
10.
luck check. And as you sit there and grapple with it, your thoughts go to the boys and the friends you've made. That those are the people you face the danger with.
The boys.
I need you to roll another wisdom save now that you have advantage.
Now with advantage.
Okay.
So you're just gonna roll again, and if this is higher, you'll take the higher. It's not?
Just no, it's a 5 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
Damn.
you mustered that, but you cannot shake this fear and you cannot shake this illusion. Those images still imparted in your brain. You are seeing this without seeing it, and it is deep-seated inside you now. You have now the ability to say or like roll a wisdom save because this is the end of your turn.
Okay, was that my action or was it just
That will
like-
be your action, and I'll say because of the fear effect and you're not really understanding what's going on, you're still kind of trapped in this moment. I will say, unfortunately, right now there's no bonus, but if you shake off the blindness, there are benefits to that.
Right. Okay, got it.
Because
So-
you're also the occult sage, so you have a little bit more awareness of this kind of dark powers that are here, although you don't know it.
Okay.
So, roll your wisdom save now for blindness, because this is the end of your turn.
May I borrow that one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
By all means.
just want to see.
There's also more dice down here.
Yeah. Okay. That was quite a far roll. But
Yep.
where did it go?
Well, if it's off, it doesn't count.
Not awful.
It's not awful, but it's like you didn't.
Oh, I thought it was a
yeah.
3.
It's 14 total.
Oh, that's
14?
better than I
Yep.
thought.
Unfortunately, it will not pass.
That's fine.
It's a DC of 21.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
a very strong creature. So you are
Yeah.
still grappled in this fear.
Grappled
And
figuratively, not like the grapple condition.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're not physically grappled. You are subconsciously, and this fear is all-consuming. So you are unable to move, unfortunately. But we will also, because I'm also not going to be unfair on this, because we got the boys behind us now.
We do.
We'll give benefits and otherwise when that turn comes around again.
Okay.
So no wasted turns, and there are going to be ebbs and flows.
Okay.
Vulcan, you're up. You have this inclination to step forward into the void, and I need you to roll me.
He pulled me back, though, I thought.
As I moved forward to swing at it, I pulled Vulcan back.
Okay, roll then a contested strength. Oh wait, no, you've.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. No,
Never mind.
No way.
no
I
way.
remembered
I'm a
what the
plus-
number was.
I'm a +5, but...
No, actually, no. Roll it.
Okay. 29.
21.
21. Even with the added help from that, I don't think so. Yeah, so you're able to.
Yeah.
No, listen, I thought of a mechanic, and
Yeah.
obviously, dice say no, dice say no. So, yeah, you're able to basically be pulled back a bit, so you feel that that sensation of being pulled back. But I will say that you still feel that sensation pushing forward, because this is not. Even if you're on what is the threshold or that event horizon to step forward, even though you were physically been moved, I don't think your senses have interpreted that you are away from the ledge. The ledge is still there. And you're trapped in this curiosity of, do you take the leap? So I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
16.
16, okay. And I will ask this too, because we have come from a place of self-doubt and self-exploration. We've come from a place of fear and trepidation. We have curiosity and stepping forward. I want you to think through your character and Sir Vulcan Maximus. Have there been those times where you've heeded the warning to not go forward because danger awaits?
I think even though there's that curiosity, I think he's still very smart and very calculated. And if he feels his boys saying, no, that's not you shouldn't go forward, I think he trusts his boys.
Okay.
And even though he feels the curiosity, he stays back.
Great. So then, as you basically, the same delayed sense, right? The same step, clack. It hits you in that moment. The hand that was on your back of your collar that pulled you back. The hand of a friend. who is looking out for your well-being and saying, don't take the plunge. It will kill you. So I need you to roll another d20. Hopefully it's higher.
Higher than a 17?
No. It was.
It's a 19. Is
Well,
it
it's an
wisdom?
-1.
-1. 18.
18 was the DC.
Oh, yes.
And for also behind the screen thing, because I want to be in full transparency too, the DC will decrease as we kind of make these story progressions.
Right.
With the boys.
With the boys.
Power of the boys.
So you are able to push through that just ever so slightly. It's that little tinge of like, I really shouldn't. And it eats inside you a little bit. But as you take that mental step back from the ledge, it gets a little less scary and subsides and kind of moves back. You're still in complete darkness though, because blindness is still affecting you. So you feel that mental break of the illusion. You don't have the physical where everything is. So we'll say that that was your action. If there's a bonus action you would like to take right now, you can take it. You can't really, I would say with your wisdom or your intelligence in that moment too, movement would be very risky because you're at that edge and you don't know what lies beyond the darkness.
I think I'm just gonna bonus action second wind. Get a little bit of that.
Another action.
Oh yeah.
It's a
you
bonus
heal.
action.
Yeah.
A little heal.
Go for it.
1d10. Hello. I'm stupid.
There you go.
8 plus 14.
So 22.
Cool. You heal back 22. Fantastic.
Don't worry. I can't do it.
All right. So
It can do it for you.
Does it really?
Yeah. You just put 22 here and then press heal.
Wow. I don't use this website.
let's be real. I'm gonna speak from an objective standpoint. Sometimes it's not the best,
Yeah.
and they don't pay us to say otherwise. Ball sack.
Balzac.
Top of the
Every time
round.
I forget. Okay. Here's okay.
You have fully broken away from the illusion.
But I am blind.
You are
correct?
blinded now. So
Okay.
as you had that shove forward, and you're like, yeah, and then you see that swirl and it hits you. You are blinded.
And that gives me disadvantage, right?
Blinded is basically you have you automatically fail any ability check that requires sight, and an attack roll against a creature against you have an advantage. The creature, your attack rolls have disadvantage
Great,
because you can't see.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna it's like I pushed it back and it hasn't moved forward yet, right?
Oh no, it's stay back.
Okay, great. I am going to charge forward and attack it with my 3 attacks.
Okay, I'm going to roll a percentile. You were still facing it and doing that,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to say that you have this number in my head that I'm thinking of right now. Yeah, you are able to still get that
Fantastic.
forward. Because what's also, here's the thing too, I will say, as you charge forward as well, you feel the shifting of the ground almost. You know, the kind of weird tiles shifting and like moving. So one step, your leg goes this way and that way. So your whole footing and this psychic terrain is, your bearings are fully off, but you're able to push forward and through it.
Cool.
I will say, because my percentile was high enough, you did feel your friend in front of you and move around them so you don't slap your friend.
You don't hit a bro
Yeah.
or a boy.
You don't hit
rather.
one of the boys.
Yeah, you
Yep.
do not
That's
hit one of
against
the
the
boys.
rules.
You don't bop one of the boys.
You don't pop one of the boys.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm rolling for my first attack with disadvantage. Ooh. God, wish that wasn't disadvantage. Okay. Even with it, it is going to be a 28.
Yeah. That'll
Yeah.
hit.
Okay, great. The next one.
Ooh, I rolled a 28. You're good.
The next one. Okay. Not one. If I'm honest.
And the third one.
Well, thank you for being honest.
Yeah. Third one. Another nat one, baby. Let's go. Hold on. Let me see if my little
Indomitable. doesn't
That's just
even-
saving throws. However, I do have lucky. I don't know how that interacts with disadvantage, but I I can spend a luck point to roll an extra d20 and choose which die to use. So I assume.
So rules as
So
written,
here's,
you
here's
actually
what
get to pick the
I
highest
have it
roll.
up. I have it up.
Okay, great.
We're
great.
gonna go through it. So, whenever you make an attack roll, you can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend 1 of your luck points after you roll the dice before the outcome is determined.
Okay.
I have not said the outcome yet.
Yeah.
So, that would still apply.
Mhm.
You choose which d20 is being used for the attack roll. You spend 1 lucky point if the attack roll is made against you. Roll a d20, choose the attacker. That's the. It does not specify with any kind of. It's not an action, but it does have limited uses. So I will say this. We will resolve the first one and see what that number is that you get that is the other one that you might use. So
Yes.
roll
Okay.
for the first one. We'll resolve and go forward.
Okay. That first one is going to be 21.
21. Okay. I will allow you to use the luck point for the the third one as well.
I will do that. Yes. Okay.
Do one more luck point.
Okay. Yeah.
You have 3 luck points, so you're burning
Yeah.
through
So
2.
I only have 1 left.
Yes.
And that other one is going to be. Yeah. That's like a 30.
Okay. For
Nice.
the 21, because I put a little thing in my head, you are going to take, because that attack was so bad that it saw an opportunity and slashed out.
Okay.
Wow, that's very lucky. 8 points of force damage.
Okay. I'll take that.
But that other attack is fine. So you still have all 3 attacks too. So you feel that
Yes.
slash almost go wide in that, but like that fate, it's almost like that. My arc is too wide, but my wrist turns slightly and slashes down, finding its point.
Great.
In that though, because you're so wide, you're leaving yourself open. It's able to get kind of an attack on you, as it was so low. And natural ones, I want to at least have a bit, but you are able to bring it down. It's almost like a scrape and gash in your arm, grazing you, and then you bring it down.
Okay.
Then the second attack, you have more of a guarded stance, so that natural armors that you have and armor on applies, and you slash forward. So all 3 attacks hit.
Cool. Cool. All right. Damage time. My
Oh,
favorite
boy.
time. Okay. First attack is going to be 13.
13.
Second is going to be 12.
Okay.
And third attack is also 12.
All right. So for a total of 37.
Sounds right.
Okay.
Do you
And
have great weapon fighting?
I
You've already
don't.
rolled it.
I don't think so. I'm also because.
Hang on. Hold on.
What's up?
Did you roll these at disadvantage?
Yes. Oh, wait. The.
Each attack has
yeah.
disadvantage.
I rolled all of them
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Just
Yeah.
making sure because I heard 3 rolls. I wanted to clarify just
Yeah,
in
I
case.
rolled 2 d20s at once.
That's
Yeah.
A-okay, fantastic. I'm
Cool.
just making sure.
Yep.
So
Yeah. We're all
that
good.
all finds purchases and is great.
Yes, and then with one of those attacks, I am this time going to use goading attack, and
Okay, what's the save?
the save is a
19 con.
DC 19 Wisdom throw,
Wisdom.
and that also adds my superiority die to the damage as well.
Go for it.
Yeah. Where that?
What was it?
DC 19.
What was the type of save?
Wisdom. Yes.
21.
Okay. And then it's gonna add an additional 9 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Great.
let's still add the damage. Are your superiority die D10s right now?
Yeah.
You were 18 and you do 12.
So
Wish that was me.
that is fantastic. It is the. What do you think it was?
Star Spawn?
Nope.
Damn.
The Calarac's turn.
Ooh, we get a name.
I don't know what that is.
The Calarac Quarry.
No wonder we're blinded. We've got cataracts.
It is going to see if it recharges.
It doesn't.
It doesn't recharge
obviously.
that one.
Oh, neither
It
that one.
does.
Aw.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't say that.
You can't make me double
Double
blind.
blind.
I don't need to.
Even blind.
We're gonna make a
Because
gift for that.
as you slash into it and you cut, roll your saving throw at the end for blind.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Oh, I didn't do that either.
What type of saving throw?
It's a wisdom saving
Wisdom?
throw.
Okay.
I didn't do that
At the end
either.
of your turn, you didn't roll?
No.
Roll it.
Okay, it's 16.
16?
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Both don't succeed.
Damn it. Okay.
I need...
Can I use one of my indomitable things?
Which would be what?
Rerolling saving throw.
Yeah, rerolling that saving throw.
Okay. It is a charisma save, too, by the way.
Oh, it's a charisma save?
No. For the thing that's happening to you right now.
For mine?
Are you using it for blindness?
Oh, okay.
Are you using it for blindness?
Yes.
Okay. So you can definitely use Indomitable for the blindness roll.
Cool. And that's wisdom or charisma?
That's wisdom.
That is going to be wisdom
Great.
for the blindness.
Okay, rerolling that.
Also, make sure to be marking off what you're using and stuff
Yeah.
too.
Did not make it better, so.
All right. So you've
blind.
used that.
Yep.
Even blinder.
Yeah. Somehow
Now,
worse.
now,
Blind.
I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
I have a -1 to charisma. That's a 15.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
We're not some charismatic boys.
No.
You're not-
we-
I have a -2 to charisma.
We
I have
support
a
each
warlock.
other.
Zero.
I've
We
got
don't
plus
need to make
5.
other friends.
You got a plus
You know what?
5?
Thon's
warlock.
fine because
Yeah.
he's a warlock.
True.
You bring the charisma for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people love me.
And the boys love you.
And the boys.
Oh,
love
I know
you.
that.
I don't like your
Oh,
little
I love it.
I don't like the.
Oh, I
with the
love it.
dice.
In
Grasping dice.
a desperate attempt, it basically the eye, you feel its gaze on you, and you are consumed.
Huh.
You don't see this because you're all blind.
Oh.
However, it once more returns to darkness. The figure disappears.
And we're all safe, and we all go home, and everyone's happy.
And we
Not
all go
Balzac.
back and spoon in the genie bottle.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
If only.
It's worth a shot.
God, I wish.
Luck check to see if that happens.
Love check.
It's a 3.
Not in my house. 15 plus love, which I'm.
Plus love.
Yeah.
We
It
have
is
plus
now-
20 to love.
Ulgar, you sense the presence in front of you has disappeared.
I am gonna just like swing in front of me wildly because I don't know where it went.
Okay. Are we being careful or are we being reckless?
We're gonna be reckless.
Okay.
Just directly in front of me because I'm pretty sure these guys are behind me.
Yeah, I am fully like
And-
at the thing.
Okay.
But
I will
also,
say because in the blindness you were able to do like the
Yeah.
strong palm to like move to the shoulder. You would at
Also-
least know that they shifted around you.
Additionally, all creatures. I'll just go ahead and use my bonus action. All creatures within 10 feet of me, 5 points fire damage.
Were you not
The
creature's
already
not there.
raging? Or is
Well,
it...
I don't, no, I'm still raging. That's a part of my raging.
Oh, it
The-
keeps going?
The
Yeah.
creature is not there.
Is not there. Cool. I figured, but I wanted to make sure it didn't just go invisible.
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk forward to where it was.
You go into that space and
Yep.
you feel around. Investigation check.
Okay.
Are we still in initiative?
10.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
10?
Yep.
Nothing.
I'm not attacking, but I'm like,
It swings in air and you're
Yeah.
not feeling any resistance. It's smooth as butter. And honestly, with that movement, again, it's that weird incorporeal, like you're moving through space, but you're not feeling resistance.
okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna ask the dumbest question ever while we're all blind. Anyone got eyes on it?
I don't know if my eyes are still there.
am I okay? You said earlier that I had been consumed.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Look at there.
We'll get there.
Because I don't think I say anything at this
Listen,
point.
No? Okay.
listen, we're going in initiative, so we will get to what happens to you
Okay.
on
What
your
is-
turn.
Next round. Is the second round?
This probably won't work. What was the house made of when we came in here?
Stone?
It was
It
stone.
was a mainly stone structure, but you're also kind of in the middle of the room itself, so it would have been the the hallway in between.
What's the
like,
floor made out of?
Tile, marble.
I can set things on fire. That's why.
I mean, the pew's around you technically, but how long or how far is the radius?
I had to touch it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would have to like walk over.
Yeah.
It's at least like I'm kind of judging the space as you guys can all stand in a row, so that's still like 4 squares. So it's about like 20 feet ish.
Yeah.
The person was still kind of in front of you, and these illusions were in front of you guys.
Yeah.
Then you made the slashings, and it was like, okay, I'm backing up.
Back up, yeah.
So there's a lot of theater of the mind, but
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I'm gonna just hold my action for
Okay.
any movement that comes around me.
Movement for things that come around you. Cool. Roll for that saving throw for blindness, which won't work.
Yep. 13.
Nope.
Yep.
Thon,
That's me. Okay.
you're still grappled by fear.
Right.
I will say now that you've all kind of felt this like breath and this like lack of a presence. I will say with this, the illusion kind of fades in your mind and dissipates, but I still need you. You can take your actions and stuff and bonus action. You would, and then at the end of your turn, you'll do the blindness.
Okay. One funny thing
He's
is
still frightened, right?
I am still frightened and blinded, but
We will say
I
for
can't see
this-
the thing that's frightening
we
me
will
'cause I'm
say
blind,
for
so it
this-
doesn't make as much of a difference.
For this, because you felt this presence leave the room and your occult nature, you feel that kind of fear subside as the present threat has disappeared.
So no longer under frightened.
You're no longer under the frightened condition.
Still blind.
Epic.
It always works out. I told you it would work out. But what comes next?
So I can take my actions while blinded and
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. First thing going to do is since it's not, I can't sense anything around me. I'm not going to try and take any attacks. I'm just going to. I'll burn my bonus action healing on second wind. So,
Cool. So roll that.
D10 plus 8. Oh, that is a 9. So that's
Nice.
that's a
17.
17 extra hit points.
Awesome.
And I have an action. I don't really have much I'd want to do with this right now. There's no enemies in sight, so I'm wondering, could I burn my action to give me advantage on the wisdom save?
To really focus on it.
Yeah, just like Thon is back there just rubbing his eyes like,
Interesting.
boys.
Taking
Or
a
can you
deep
give
breath.
one of us
Yeah.
Let me,
Like-
let me take a look at
like
something
a health
real quick.
action for the wisdom
We go, you fun.
For this, help action is for an ability check, not a saving throw. However, I do like the idea of you kind of stealing your mind and being able to acknowledge this as an effect, so I will grant the advantage.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Still a tough DC, but
Still a tough
Yeah.
DC.
You got this.
Come on.
first one, just a 9, plus 1's a 10. Next one, and an at one. Hey, it happens.
It was worth a
It
shot.
happens.
That's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
You
only
can't be
10.
any blinder. So still with like the 9 and stuff, you still find yourself in darkness.
Okay.
So that was a good call.
Nice.
Vulcan.
What if I did the
think
same
have to
thing?
switch
Or is that like illegal?
Give me the reasoning why, because you have no perception of their own internal thing of saying these or like doing this. That's kind of a spiritual thing. Why would Vulcan have the same inclination to do said action?
I think he knows he's logical, you know.
Right.
He knows that he can't do anything if he's blind, and he knows that clearly creature has something to do with eyes. There's been the eye motif throughout the whole dead village, the whole thing. He thinks that this is like the start of what happened to everyone else. Like, it starts with the eyes, it ends with the eyes. I need to stop this right now.
I need to stop.
I need to stop this.
So with that, you are assessing this as more of a effect on you, and you are able to assess in your mind how it is affecting you. So I will say yes. We can get some advantage on that.
Let's go.
Well,
You
what is
indomitable
wisdom?
one of them?
sure. I have indomitable. I'll try.
Yeah.
Try one more.
Oh,
That's the one.
that's a one. I was gonna say it's cocked, but it kind of
And
led.
that-
You're
Max
unable to
is
break
9.
the effect.
Epic. Blind forever.
We were blind forever.
Back to the top.
Rolled truly so many ones on those on that like
I'm a little
blindness
scared for
check.
this one.
You have an awareness still. You have your senses back. The sight, the sound, the smell, the taste. However,
Oh no. He's smiling. He's smiling.
I actually have none of them.
however, you can't take actions or reactions. You have had a total disconnect from your self. The same kind of numb that you felt. You can't. You're trapped in your own body. You can't act, and you can't control.
Oh no. Oh no. I know what's happening.
I have a suspicion.
Yeah.
A suspicious suspicion.
Y'all remember earlier when he said, like, what if your body wasn't your own?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's rolling.
Uh-huh.
Boys aren't
So
allowed
I'm gonna
to
say
hit
this right
boys.
now
Can't if you hit him.
because you know your friends so well. In this moment, it knows its enemies.
Oh no.
No.
So know your enemy applies to all of your friends.
Is it rolling to take over him? Like, is that?
It already happened.
Oh,
it
no.
already
That
happened.
already happened.
Oh.
It
I've
already
been
has.
consumed.
Oh, I was gonna be
That
like,
was the
oh,
consumption.
7.
That's cocked.
I'm going to attack right now.
Where is it then? I thought it was gone.
Inside.
Natural
him.
one. It is
Oh.
going to burn its last luck point though.
It has luck.
Ew.
So that is
Who
a
did this?
3 plus 11, so 14 for the first attack.
Oh, I don't
Who
think
are
that
you,
hits
who are
any
you
of
smacking?
us.
The person that's directly in front of it that hit it the most.
So
You?
me.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
it doesn't
15.
hit.
So let's see.
It has
Not hit.
7 attacks.
Well, if it's me,
It's
It has
it
me.
has
three.
a few. Yeah. Oh boy.
So,
Oh, then it's
that's a
probably gonna-
hot yikes.
So it's
Yikers.
going to burn that last luck point.
Not my last luck point.
Wait, is it burning yours?
Yes.
I'd assume so.
Mhm.
Oh, I hate that.
Should I burn one on my character
when
sheet
the
as well?
swing happened, because I was holding my action waiting for an attack, do I react with an attack back?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Would you attack me?
With the strength in your bro, would you swipe at them as they slash at you?
I know that my true bro would never swipe at me, so I know that it's not really him.
You know what? I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Also, you're still blinded, technically.
Still one.
Oh.
So you actually, no, what? Hold on. You don't see this coming.
I know I don't see it coming, but I would feel it after. Well, actually,
But
it
does he
didn't,
know
it didn't
it's
hit me. It
your
didn't hit
bro,
me.
yeah.
That's true.
And
But
this
that's the other thing I
ethereal
don't know.
corporealness around you is dulling your senses.
Yeah.
So
Maybe if one of them hits me.
I think that a 29 will hit.
As it turns out, yeah.
It actually won't. It's
So
like
then it
straight to strength
actually
instead
lets. I love that I can just read through this now.
Can I ask, do I have enough, like, presence of mind to speak at all, or am I just completely disconnected from my body?
As it says in this, the body it does not deprive the target of awareness.
Okay.
So you
You
know
are-
you're hitting your bro.
Hitting your bros.
Oh,
Oh,
You
my
have-
boys!
You
Hitting
have
the boys.
full awareness and of what your body is doing. You are out of control of that, and you cannot act upon that.
And
Can he see again?
Oh yeah.
Did it roll
Oh.
out with disadvantage? Oh, so it can see
It
now.
can choose to end the blindness.
Ooh.
Did it end
And-
all of the blindness?
No.
Just-
And
just
I
for
can see
multi.
through my eyes as well now.
You can see through your eyes.
So you
that's
know
so
you're
much
hitting your
worse.
bro.
Mm-hmm. It is
So-
going to expend. It's not even gonna. No, it knows its enemy. It
Yeah.
would know that you have incredible strength and would not waste a maneuver on you because you would probably be resilient.
Yep. Makes sense.
It will, however,
No,
burn
your boys.
superiority
Outwardly
dies
beefy, there's no question.
to add to the damage.
Understandable.
Which it can do. So it's going to roll the first damage.
In response to this one, do I get to swing at generally?
Let's roll damage first.
That's fine. I'm just
See if
saying.
it does 130.
That is so that's
I get
10
half this.
points or actually 11 points of slashing damage, and it is going to burn through. I don't think there's a limit to it.
Is it 11?
Maneuvers
points?
can attack the hands in some way.
Are you talking about a number of superiority die?
We use one
Adding
per
it to
attack.
attack damage. Oh wait, no, I don't think it can unless it has a maneuver that does that.
Yes. If a maneuver specifically mentions that it burns superiority die and adds the damage. So you'd have to use a maneuver.
Okay, then let me read through your stuff. You can spend one superior die another creature in the 5 feet original target range. No, that's not gonna work. No, it's pretty.
You also just hope that I roll a natural 1.
You know what? It's gonna do this. It's going to do slasher. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slash damage, you can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet.
Alright.
So your attack is there, but you do feel the slash.
Yep.
Um,
I go from 40 back to 30.
and I need you to make a, I would say a perception check,
Perception check.
as your senses are slowed and dulled, and you are further slowed.
So 16 on the perception check. And then how much damage is it?
It's gonna be 11
Okay, 11 halved.
from a magical attack. These are all magical
It's
weapons.
just slashing, period. It doesn't matter for...
Okay, yeah,
barbarian
yeah, no,
stuff.
yeah, absolutely, because you're raging. Yeah,
Yep.
that makes
So
sense.
It rounds up to 6.
Cool. Awesome. And then I'd say with the 16, you are able to know that it's slashing in, but you also know it is your bro's weapon.
Bozak.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yep. Yep.
I have advantage on the attack for the first one.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
'Cause you're
Oh,
blinded.
you're blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 7 plus 11, or 12, so 19?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so you would have had 2 slashers
Yeah,
anyway, but
yeah.
you, alright, let's say this. For the first damage, right, that's going to be,
Retconning, it's fine.
that's going to be 10, and then you have that realization, that perception check, what's going on, and then you feel it cut in again.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
now you have that full awareness. This is your friend slashing into
Yeah.
you, and the direction of everything. This would be full awareness.
Bozak, my boy, would never hit me. This isn't Bozak. I'm gonna swing at Bozak.
Go for it.
with my help action.
Go for it.
I think I get just one swing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 35.
That'll hit.
Balzac, what's your AC?
16.
You over doubled it.
Yeah.
That is 18 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
18
concentration spell.
18 points of bonk.
This is bludgeoning. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Should I also put this into my character sheet?
Oh, I'm putting it in for you.
Oh, great.
Epic.
Because
You just get to sit back and exist.
Honestly, I'm here
wait.
in the void.
Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
he's learning things.
it's
about
never
Balzac.
good.
No, this might be in your, to your advantage actually.
It's always
For
good.
once,
80 wins a bonk.
we will take it.
We'll take whatever we can get.
I've been
Does it
blind
break
for
its
12
This
concentration?
is
seconds.
actually really good
Yeah?
Ooh.
because it does specifically say, because I actually looked over this.
Yeah.
It doesn't gain the target's knowledge or class features.
Oh.
So these attacks would still be as they were without the like burning of things. I will say with the luck point, I did technically burn it.
Okay.
So we'll say unfortunately that is gone just because it already happened. But that
I'm feeling
was-
pretty unlucky now, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunate.
So then yeah, you slash and definitely cut
Bonk.
into Balzac.
I smacked the Balzac.
Yeah, well he is
Yep.
gonna. You have a third attack and you can swing again.
In Balzac.
That is an 8 plus
Yeah, it's gonna
12,
hit.
20.
Yep.
Wait, so does it have the class? It can use the class features.
It cannot.
No.
Like-
So
like
that
extra attack?
is
Oh.
that is just an action. So actions in combat, and you have
Would that technically be well? I
Class
think
Because you
features
get
like extra
more
attack?
actions
you
because of-
inherently have an extra 3 attacks in a turn.
But that's because
Because you
of
get extra
the
attack
because of the
feature.
class.
Straight out of
Because
the
of fire.
PHB.
The
This is a
bonus
debate.
extra attack is
Herm.
a class feature specific to the fighter.
See, there's the rules as written, or there's what Ryan wants to do.
Also fair.
Hang on a second.
Who knew that this horror campaign with the boys would get so complicated
Yes.
in combat?
Everyone's blind.
Everyone's blind.
Balzac is no longer Balzac.
The-
It's like we don't even know you anymore.
It's like we don't even.
Balzac has been castrated.
Got him a second.
Yeah.
Here's the tricky part about that.
Okay.
Because if we say that, that means that its attacks would then be still the attacks that it would use
Ooh.
in a meat puppet.
Yes.
So, because if we are going to rule that, this could be much worse.
So what if we didn't roll that?
Oh.
I am going to say right now,
Mm-hmm.
with your strike, you are able to disarm
Okay.
and cut.
It's a bonk.
So this was
It's a warhammer.
Bludgeoning.
okay. Crack. The joint pops out. A hand goes lax, and your greatsword is dropped. It does technically have a multi-attack,
Yes.
but because I was ruling it with the 3 attacks,
Yes.
and that attack was on the second, I'm going to call a turn there,
Okay.
but
I think we just made this much worse.
I suspect that.
it is now going to use its own attacks.
Yep. Yeah. I regret our decisions.
And Balzac just has a broken hand now.
And there's not much else it can do right now. So it is going to end its turn, and everybody still has the blind effect on them.
Okay.
So I'll say because of that, you can take your turn. You do once again feel the breaking of the ligaments and the joints of your friend. It is not lost on you that this is still, while maybe not your friend's actions, like
it's still your
fully
friend's
towards you,
body.
it's still your friend's body.
A single tear is gonna roll down my cheek. I'm sorry.
What do you do?
It's my. Oh yeah, it is my turn now.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. And it's still inhabiting Balzac. I'm going to. I'm not gonna attack. Well, I am, but not with a hammer. I'm going to try and get Balzac into a rear choke. And grapple him to the ground and hold him
Okay.
until it decides to escape.
So it was a grapple attempt.
Grapple attempt.
Okay, gotcha. So contest a strength check.
Okay.
This might actually be close.
Yeah.
It's strength, not athletics, right?
It's strength.
It's strength. 21.
And then for that, because again, it uses your stats,
I am raging, actually. I get advantage.
you would get advantage.
21.
Okay. So then, for that as well, I believe that you make an athletics check to get out of the grapple, or like to contest it. So you would have your athletics, which is an 11,
Fine.
but rolled a 19. So go for it, and you feel those like
Yeah.
strong. Wait, what'd you roll again? Sorry.
I rolled 21.
So yeah, you feel those pecs go there. You are able to grapple.
Oh, I thought he rolled.
I thought he rolled a
I thought
19.
you rolled a 19.
No, 8
19
plus
total.
8 plus
Oh,
11.
19. Great.
19.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Swag.
Never been so happy to fail an athletics check.
Yeah, let's go.
You are able to force him down.
Okay. Balzac, this is for your own good. And then I'm going to go ahead and just. This is going to sting a little bit. Use the 5 fire damage on Balzac.
Okay.
And I'm not going to give you resistance to it.
Oh.
Inside his head, Balzac is like, ow, ow.
Oh, no, you are not deprived of your senses. You feel your ligaments shatter. You feel your flesh burn. This is not a forgiving entity, and it wants you to experience every ounce of pain that you are enduring.
We'll get you healed nice and good once we get out of this.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Just holding Balzac.
I need you to
Wisdom save.
mhm.
19.
Won't make it. It's 21.
I know. I thought.
I was building up your hope, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, no. All right, so
What happened
that
to
is
reducing the DC with the
that
bonus?
is that. You are you are grappled.
Okay.
Or can you make a blindness?
That was the blindness one.
That
Oh,
was
that
a blindness.
was
Yep.
blind? Oh.
Thon, you don't know what's going on.
No, I still have no clue what is happening around me.
You
I
hear a
noises of
scuffle
pain and suffering.
forward you.
Yeah. Does Balzac outcry when the shattered hand?
Oh no, it's silent.
Oh, just yeah.
Full on
just
silent.
Yep. Just a sickening crack. This is not good.
No, it's a
Oh.
Oh.
delayed.
Well, I still can't see anyway. So.
Yeah.
Perfectly on time.
Yeah. All right. So. I say for the blindness at the end of my turn.
End of your turn. So
End of
if
my
you're
turn.
ruling that your turn is done, you can roll for it. And we've been saying that we've been using action to help with an advantage.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. Let's see. Is there anything I can do?
I don't think going into the vessel will do anything.
No. I can use the bonus action to make myself fly.
good.
Yeah, why not? Okay, use one. I have like a bunch of them, so
Great.
Nice.
You can fly.
yes.
Yeah, you probably won't need to fly 6 times before this
I don't
one
know.
shot.
No, but I have no other
Earlier
bonus
he said the
actions.
tiles were like moving around, so it might be good.
Maybe.
Possibly.
So just float up.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
have like any other bonus. Anyway.
Just hover gently.
Yeah. I have my action surge, but I don't think that can help.
Not really.
No.
You
Okay.
don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna use this one.
All right.
See how it goes.
All right, and
The other-
then
it's the other one.
if you are using your action to do the whole like center yourself,
Mhm.
I'll give advantage.
Okay. I'm calling. At this point, I think he's like. Thon is calling upon his patron, the Dao Jin, in order to give him some assistance. That's an 8, or just an 11.
Mm.
Just isn't happening.
Mm-hmm. It's not happening.
Ladies and gents, we are stuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
I'd love
Vulcan.
to help. I'm blind.
Yeah, I'm also just like blind, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
so I think I'm just gonna try to get out of the blindness, right?
Yeah.
I
Go
wish
for
one
it.
of us had blind fighting.
Yeah.
Oh god, that'd be great. No.
If only foresaw what was happening here.
If only.
So, no, you don't save.
Oh, great.
Now,
Bonus save?
Ballsack is going to, through the broken hand, palm strike you
Okay.
with
Oh.
the broken hand.
Will it do damage to?
That'll do damage to me.
Oh no,
to
it's to
Balzac.
it's to Olgar.
Yeah.
no, but like, will the hitting
Will
it
it
with the
hurt?
broken?
Okay.
It'll sting and hurt, but there is no inherent damage to it.
I don't know. I feel
Wait,
like
I'm-
impacting with a broken wrist
Yeah,
would
I'm
kind of deal
grappled,
damage
right?
to the ligament.
Don't.
Here's the
Oh.
thing.
It's straight.
This is a roll at advantage. Technically, grappled is a speed becomes 0. There is no change to the attacks because you are still blinded. They have advantage on this,
Yeah.
so they're rolling at advantage.
That's fine.
That's going to be a 20.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna hit, yeah.
And
Now, is that to get out?
no, this
No,
is
okay,
just
it's just to hit me.
attacks.
Okay, cool.
It's just attacks. Let's see here. I don't miss rolling those d6s for damage. Tell you that much. Oh yeah.
I don't like.
What was his
I don't like this
realization?
grin.
First is 25 plus 7.
The damage?
Mm-hmm.
Of what kind?
Necrotic.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So that is for a total of
32.
No, 33. 7 plus 5, 30.
No, it's 32.
32. Yes.
Okay.
And then, how are we looking on health?
Oh no. 94.
Oh, then you're fine.
Okay.
I thought he was about to
like a-
power word kill me. I was like,
Nope.
oh no.
100 type B.
God, I wish.
I got so
Rolling at
scared.
advantage.
It's just
Yeah.
straight.
Didn't we
martial
Just
say
pure-
arts.
pure
earlier
muscle,
we were
yeah.
all gonna die?
That is
gruesome
going to
deaths?
be a 19.
To hit?
Mhm.
Yep. I have the lowest AC.
What is it?
15.
Oof.
But none of us have a massive
I think we
AC.
all
You all
have
have
16,
16,
except for you.
yeah.
Yeah. Because we're all like fighters.
I don't. The surprise eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You went,
Yeah. That's going to be,
Ballpark and say 40.
37.
I'm just horrible at math, guys.
Me too.
31.
I was close.
Necrotic too?
Mm-hmm.
I regret what our argument that we made earlier.
Yeah, me too.
And that is going to be that reaction.
Oh,
Or that's
yeah.
going to be that.
I was about to
Like,
say,
oh my
yeah.
You can make 2 attacks a
Okay.
turn.
Okay, well that's
Says
better than
maxes of
3.
things. And
True,
it has
but
lost
is
its
the
weapon
damage.
to be attacking through the body in a normal way. So as you are grappled and stuff holding him down, you feel like a kind of pat on the side. You feel that same kind of almost ripping and just your cellular structures have all but collapsed and have loosened, and every one of your cells that make up your body have just decided to drift outwards. And the binding nature of your atomic structure is all but collapsed as it collapses in, pulses in again, impacts that dark black gray, and darkness starts emanating out of that wound.
It's like you have scurvy.
I have scurvy on the rids.
So yeah, that's that. Moving on.
My entire action is going to be, well, I'm going to attempt to be like, Balzac, I know you're in there. I know it's not you. I know you're in there, and I'm not letting go until you get out.
Is there any kind of like save related for like Jasmine? to like resist. No.
After the fact?
No.
I think
Oh my god.
once the first save has failed, it's just a time
What
limit.
did you
I'm
roll
guessing,
for
yeah.
it? Do you even know?
Charisma, I think.
But like, do you?
But it was
like,
low.
Oh, it was not great.
You guys don't see this, and if we're trying to do any kind of intelligence to find out things, you gotta see.
Oh.
I
Assess what's going on. I will say this. Roll me a general intelligence real quick.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14?
Mm.
You have enough wherewithal to yell out, as it appears that because you haven't had any other people in this conflict, that maybe your party members also are not seeing what's going on.
If you guys are still blind, follow my voice. Bozak's not himself.
And you're like grappling him.
I'm
right?
grappling him. I'm on the ground.
Okay.
I am not letting. I already said I'm not letting you go until you're free.
You are riding the bull right
I
now.
am riding the bull. I am riding the bull. I don't know if that being my action will help in any way. I will do that. If not, then I'm gonna.
It will help in
help.
terms of general things that are occurring
Yeah.
in this scenario.
'Cause-
You auto fail the save. I'll just rule it now because even if you roll a d20 at the end of your turn, it's still not going to be enough.
Mhm.
So we'll move on to Thon. You hear this being shouted out.
Okay. I still don't know where the creature is.
No?
There is so little to be done.
You're hearing the shout from your
pull out my phone
bro?
for charge. Unless you guys use USB-Cs.
I have USPC.
Okay. The bros need my help. I'm. Okay.
Help for the boys.
Yeah, I think I'm
We're
going to...
also we're getting up on the combat like timing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will editorialize if this isn't like
Dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Beautiful.
dragging.
I figured.
We're gonna. This is bad. This is bad.
This is bad.
Things are getting pretty
Yes.
dicey.
So,
Okay.
give me something what you're doing. Are we still trying to power through the blindness? Are we trying to get some wherewithal on what's going on? What's going on?
Like everyone or just you?
Just for the
Well,
turn. We're still going by turns.
Okay. I have movement. I'm gonna, glide along the ground up to where their voice was.
Where Olgar was.
Olgar and Balzac.
You are able to glide in a general direction, but because it was yelled out and also the delay, you kind of veer off a little bit. You aren't directly over anything.
Okay.
Kind of
so
glide in an
they're
opposite
not,
direction.
They're not in my general vicinity.
No.
Unfortunate.
Rolled low on the percentile, unfortunately.
That's all right. In that case, since I can't interact with anybody, I think I can only just try and shake the blindness.
Go for it.
All right.
I will also say, to editorialize too, now that you know that there is something with possession and stuff, we can roll some intelligence or otherwise to see if there's something in your knowledge to help with it. But once again,
Yeah. I'd like the only thing that would really help would be to. Well, let's see.
I will
I've
say this
got-
with the more added.
I have history. I have +5 history.
Right, I will say with the added knowledge now of
Or
the
religion, both +5.
like seeing the eyes and stuff and seeing you didn't really see the figure because of the blindness, but you are able to glean more. DCs will be a tad bit lower,
Okay.
kind of in the moderate range.
Cool. As it's more, like creepy, ghosty stuff, I'll go with religion for +5 here.
Yeah,
That's a 19.
I set it at 18, so good.
All right.
With that thought words in and the eyes, you are able to determine that this is a Kalarak quarry. Its manipulation is in nightmares and fears. And as you are able to have this liminal space, there are a few things that pass through your head. One, is the possession itself happening how it is, because you wouldn't know fully with barely passing, but you know that it can possess people. And two, is there a better way of interpreting your space now that you're aware of these effects and what's going on? It's kind of the occult sage. So you're able to have you're having more of an insight into the creature itself. You are not aware fully of the effects.
Okay. So what can I do with the rest of my turn?
You can use a free action to communicate that as well, and also you can take that end turn to save.
Okay.
Because that was your action. And it would, so we've been granting advantage because you were kind of in yourself. Use your action to kind of drift your mind that way.
Roll.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a straight roll.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Come on, the power of sight.
Let's go.
4 plus 1,
4.
5.
Is that gonna do it?
Oh.
Five?
5. Huh?
Vulcan.
Okay, so I heard that.
And I did yell it out. Yes.
I
Oh, you
want
did
to,
yell.
You hear the name of the creature.
but I heard you, like where you were. I want to like make my way over there and see if I can.
You're blind. So
Yeah.
again, this has.
I want to see if I can like feel around and touch Ballsack.
Okay. Anything that relies on
Just like-
sight is an automatic fail. However, you are investigating. So
Yeah.
roll me investigation with disadvantage
Okay.
as you search for the ball sack.
As you search for the ball sack that's being held.
Your hand,
The gripped ball sack.
your hands
He too
drift
wishes to
downwards
touch
as
the
you
ball sack.
search for the ball sack.
It's a 1. It's not a natural 1, but it's a 1.
Hey, what?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's a 5. I'm stupid. It's plus 2, not -2.
Okay. Reaching the space, you kind of just have that like, you know when you go for like a phantom step, when you're reaching like the top of the steps and you kind of
Yeah.
misjudge and then you plant your foot down hard. You kind of reach out with a hand, thinking that there's going to be purchase. You don't find them.
Yeah. Well, I just want to like spend my whole action just like.
That was your whole action.
That was
you were
all of
you
it?
were waving in the darkness. You
Okay.
aren't finding anything in the like directions you're moving.
I'm a
Okay.
very elusive Balzac.
Okay. I guess blindness check. I have a -1. Is like that. I would never be able to make it.
I don't think you're
right?
gonna be able to beat
So-
it. So this is where we get into. Olgar, what's your HP at right now?
63.
63. There is a strong chance that you can be down to 0.
I figured.
So, with that being said, I'm going to roll some attacks with advantage.
Yep.
And instead of rolling twice and space them out, I'm just going to take 2 d20s,
Yep.
throw them in, see how we go.
Go what?
18 plus 13 will absolutely hit you.
Yep.
That was out of the box. We don't count that. 8. Just in case it hits any of them.
We're just gonna die for real.
Yeah. I'm sensing a death.
Sensing a TPK.
For context, you guys just got into round 5.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Cool. Hey,
5 more rounds of
Thank you for
blindness.
tracking that.
This is
Um,
a TBK.
I have
Total
been
boy kill.
blind.
Total boy kill.
Total boy
The
kill.
palm heel strikes in once more into the side. 47.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
You're still up though, right?
8, 9, 10, 3.
Ouch.
Second attack.
Yep. It's gonna hit, and I
It's not gonna hit. It's gonna be a 1.
16 plus 13.
13.
All 1s.
Yeah, no.
And it's necrotic too, right?
38 plus. Yeah, necrotic.
Do we hear cries of pain?
No.
No.
You don't.
From you. Oh.
What is the last words you have as this palm strike goes into your side once more? You feel the thread of your life leave you, and if
Yeah.
it touches you in that spot, or that palm strike goes in once more, you will all but shatter.
Bozak. Tell the boys. I love them.
And as that strike goes in once more, what you all don't see, unfortunately, but you do and you feel, an almost dispersal of atoms. The palm strike goes in once more, the black energy rockets through and shatters everything except one eye. and the other, which removes, turns black and red, and is swallowed, and you feel it go to your mouth and is swallowed. Spencer, I need you to leave the table.
Why am I gonna cry?
Yeah, right? I'm
boy.
getting emotional about.
I killed my boy.
I'm getting emotional about.
You just ate your boy's eye.
You want me to turn the mic off?
Spencer, I'm gonna
That's what I was gonna do.
send you what had happened as well. So
Okay,
look out for that
cool.
on Discord.
Well, Godspeed, the rest of you. Yeah, I'm gonna need this.
That grapple was my whole plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye bye, boy.
Godspeed. I'm gonna also take this out and then get your charger back. I can live without it.
Well, you can't live.
Well, obviously I can't live without it.
Water.
Yep.
We are now able to use the movement to get
Should I
up from
smooch?
grappled,
Huh?
and you turn your sights to the friends.
Oh.
That's the first character death on Brotherhood.
Oh my god.
And we're still in the game, guys. And Balzac, you are helpless to do anything.
Do I know what spells you have?
Thon, it is your turn. What are you doing? Sam,
Sorry, yes, I'm aware of, just checking some things. I still know, like, I looked around the area, I got to a spot and they weren't there.
yes.
Right,
You know that the creature is what it is. You can use your actions again to try and figure out what's going on.
okay. Like, based on any, like, calling out or anything, do I know where any of my comrades are?
No.
Not at all.
And you feel a lack thereof of one of them. In your heart of hearts, you know one of them has left this plane. They are
This
gone.
is very unfortunate. I heard. Did I hear anything that Olgar said before he perished?
You heard his last words.
Yes. Okay. And he was speaking to Balzac with his last words.
Yeah.
I will attempt to run in that direction.
Okay. You are flying.
Yes, or attempt to move in that direction. Just covering, but yeah.
Anything that requires sight, again, automatically fails because you are blinded. So I will say that if you like get back on the ground and like make it more investigation, you can try and find them.
Okay. Let's see, what is my investigation? It's
In an
not
echo
good.
chamber and yelling in the darkness, voices are not going to be a guiding force, especially with the percentiles that you both rolled.
Mhm.
And that is your point of reference. And at no point is the Calorak going to allow another word out of Balzac's mouth,
Right.
so you can find it.
Yeah.
You are in the abyss. You are in the darkness. And the one person that was able to do there, it has full authority to hunt you all in its native terrain.
Like, investigation's -1, so I'm not taking that. And I'm not trying to use that skill.
That's the only way you could find them.
You could
Unless
crit.
you walk randomly in a direction, I roll
a
percentile
completely
again.
random direction. Okay.
You could crit.
You have no bearing.
Did I, like, from where I started before I moved last turn, am I, like, at least a
I'm going
little
to say
closer
this
to
right
them?
now. You're here, they're there, you flew in this direction and away because you have no bearing on your like space right now. You are farther away in an opposite direction. You can once again attempt to try and find them, but this is a blind man in a space that has no bearing.
Mhm.
There is no like closing your eyes and seeing the light. There is no sense of perception. Any attempt has been thwarted. You can wait this out, you can try and save from it, You could also think to yourself, what is this creature and how do I beat it?
Okay. I think what I need to do is, like, right now, because I know, like, how much trouble we're in, my new objective is to save the nearest boy.
Okay.
So I'm going to just, is it a straight roll to try and look for one of them?
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Perception checks immediately fail.
Yeah. Okay. Choosing this one, which has let me down all night.
This is your chance to
Yeah,
redeem
this
yourself.
is- yeah.
Redeem yourself.
One of the boys down.
It can redeem itself.
This is
or,
the
like, I mean,
the fourth
this might have
boy.
just been destined not to go well for Thawne.
Go for it.
So, all right. It was almost in the teens, but no, just it's a natural 5 minus 1 for a 4.
4.
Vulcan.
I still that was wait.
Oh,
was your
that was your investigation. Sorry.
Yes, no
no.
worries.
What was the number?
The investigation was
4.
4, but it did not work.
You know what?
That's a full
Roll
action.
to
Got it.
not-
You know what?
blind.
No. Olgar's last words, and you have your hearing as it is delayed. I will allow advantage on that as a dying word.
Okay. I
Of
don't
your
know
bro.
which die to pick because none of them have been treating me well.
Learn more by your feet.
It's true. Also, I've had a thought.
Or use his.
Do you wanna know?
Olgar's dice
use
didn't go that
Olgar's
bad.
dead dice.
Yeah.
So
Go for it. I'm telling you right now, it is a DC 18.
Okay.
It's very hard to find your friends, and you've moved away. Going by touch and by hearing.
just an 11.
You're able to move closer in the space. You haven't found.
And that was my full action.
That was your full action.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but
it's all right. That's sometimes they roll that way. So all I can do now is try and beat the blindness.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll with the D&D Beyond here.
The only
Hashtag
die
not
that hasn't
sponsored.
failed you.
You
You click there,
oh yeah, thank you.
Just click the number.
and then roll.
Oh,
I got excited.
yeah. It's like a crystalline die, and
It
there's an
says it
18 I
right
can
there.
see, but that must be on the other side. It's a
It'll
4.
give the number.
It's a 4.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm gonna
Vulcan.
do the same investigation, right?
Mm-hmm. I'll say with advantage
Okay.
because you were closer, weren't able to find purchase, but you heard the last breath.
Okay, DC 18, I have +2, so I have to get a 16. 20, not natural, mod 20, to try to see if I can, like,
You go out, and as you kind of crawl forward and your hands are going towards the voice, you feel bone, and then you feel Balzac.
I don't think I can do any bonus actions. No. Yeah, no. That's it. That's I'm there though.
You are there.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Did you say for blindness?
Well, can I? I have a -1 to wisdom. If I crit,
no,
can I
it's
save?
still auto
No.
fail. DC's 20. You hit a natural 20, you save.
It was out of the box. It doesn't count. It's still.
At the beginning of the game, when I pre-rolled my dice, I said 11-11. I've now rolled again 11-11. Unfortunately, that is a 24 to hit.
No, no way.
Fourteen, 23, 30 points of necrotic damage.
God.
What's your health at?
Now it's at 85.
Okay.
That one's out of the box. Another 26 to hit.
Yeah.
points of necrotic. I will also say it will make a grapple check on that second attack to hold you. Roll either an athletics or dex check.
Oh, absolutely.
Or acrobatics. Athletics or acrobatics.
Absolutely athletics. It's a 1.
Natural?
Natural. I mean, it's a 12, but...
This is a natural 20. I shit you not. Like, you can look at the box.
I'm just grappled, though. At least it's not, like, critical.
I will say, with the critical fail and a critical hit, it gets, and it basically, your grapple is around your throat.
Epic.
Even with the broken hand, that force, that huge strength is around you for like a 31. I'm gonna say that's another hit. As the palm strikes and
If that is 58 damage...
I rolled 25 in the box, plus 7 for 32.
Okay. Still up. It's not looking great.
And I will also roll because it was only because of the 20 versus a 1 that was an attack.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the multi-attack.
Okay.
So it is just one extra attack.
Epic.
And you are grappled. You have no movement. You have wandered into the abyss, and you have offered your soul from the perspective of the Calorak. Thon.
Okay. And I'll ask again, what have I heard?
You've heard the impacts and then the crushing of a larynx, the throat, as that 31 pushes in and that necrotic energy is pulsing through your throat. I will say that you have no voice. Unfortunately,
Okay.
with that much boundless strength and that much pulsing in.
About to be a two-person party.
Yeah. You think you can 1v1 Balzac?
I really don't. I think I just need to, okay. First thing I'll do is, I'll use my action to search for them. Wait,
You're not there yet.
I'm not there. I know. Yeah. So I'd have to try with my
So
action again.
I will say investigation again with an action surge. We will, if you get there, you can have another attack.
Mhm.
Actually, action surge is just an extra action in your turn.
Yeah, it's not an extra
Oh,
attack.
what?
It's
Yeah.
but it's only
I
a standard
could've
action.
surged.
Yeah. What do I do here?
I think you just gotta look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't really do anything
Yeah.
else.
So that's just a straight roll investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
That is the first half decent roll in a while. I have -1 to investigation, so it's still only a 15.
It's not going to do it, but you definitely are closer, and the DC is now 15.
Okay.
So it is a moderate DC. You are getting much closer.
It's your turn.
You basically put your hand on the pew,
Mhm.
and you're able to be like, okay, I'm back in the middle of there, and kind of feeling moving in.
All right. Thon kind of screams out, trying to shake this blindness.
You still got to roll straight, unfortunately.
Yep.
There's nothing providing any kind of benefit right now.
You already gave me one. Could I get another?
If you have Indomitable, if you have other things.
I don't have
I should use
Indomitable.
my Damn it. Stupid.
It's a 12.
Unfortunately, no.
Or 13.
I'm also setting the DC at 20 as it's kind of fading, but also there is nothing in this sheet that's telling me that it shouldn't
Yeah.
still be the DC. So we're either waiting out rounds or just trying to save. unfortunately.
The 6th round? 4 more?
Luckily, we don't have. This does not take up your actions. This just ends at the end of your turn, so you still are able to do things. But again, blinded is also very effective right now.
Well, it's shorter rounds now that our friend is dead.
Yes.
So, bright side.
Vulcan, what's going on?
Is it my turn? Oh, okay. Swag.
Yeah, after me.
So, shocking grasp is touch.
Yes.
Shocking grasp.
Go for it.
I
On balls
think
on?
I need to roll anything. JK. Make a melee spell attack and start. You have advantage
Didn't
on the
get to-
attack roll.
Can
Are you
take
wearing
damage?
metal armor?
You would have a straight roll.
Yeah.
I believe I am wearing
So it would be
chainmail.
straight.
It'd be a straight
Swag.
roll.
Can you escape if you take damage? Or
I don't think
I don't. You've been taking damage.
Yeah.
No, if you
Oh.
take damage.
Plus.
I think it's-
About the like kind of possession.
You've
Seven-
taken damage,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you'd
there's-
have to do like
17.
insights or like histories and stuff to try and figure out what the possession was. So you know what it
I add
is.
do I add my spell attack?
Yeah, spell attack modifier.
17 plus 8. Oh,
That
wait,
should hit.
So then
Yeah, that'll hit.
swag. 4d8. Oh my d8. Oh, so bad. 10 damage. And I don't know if it does anything else. Yeah, 10 lightning damage. Oh, on a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, or 4d8 at my level, and can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. That's something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't have many reactions to use,
Yeah.
but
We'll take what we can get.
And then. And then I bonus action Misty Step 15 feet away. Oh, actually, I think I have to be able to see it.
It's
I
point.
believe
That
so.
I can see. Yep.
Unfortunately, no.
Yep. Well, that's okay.
Your movement is 0.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm right. Oh, and I make the
Make the save.
16.
Except, on a bonus action, it stops the blindness on you. And you see your friend's face and his hands around your throat. Big red bell. That is
Did its grip weaken when I electrocuted it?
not at all.
I feel like when you get electrocuted, you like.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's worse.
Yeah.
9 plus 13 for 24.
Okay, I have 2 hit points left.
Oh God.
This is gonna drop you to 0. I don't even need to roll.
Well, does it hit?
It
The
will-
second attack?
For 24 to hit your armor class, right?
Oh, 24 to hit. Oh, I thought it 24 damage.
Okay.
Oh no, 24 to hit your armor
Oh,
class.
okay. Okay, yeah.
What
that
is your
hits.
HP
That
at?
hits. 26.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
It's out of the
All
box. Jesus Christ. 24 plus 7.
Yeah.
I am rolling very well on d10s, unfortunately.
And it's
So-
necrotic damage, so it's a.
Or that's just like crushing. I
It's
don't even think I
necrotic
could
damage.
take
And
half
as
of it.
the strikes come in,
There's no death saves.
again, unfortunately, Balzac, you have no agency. It snaps. And as a twist, almost like a rag with centrifugal force, you see their entire body dissociate and spin, and what falls and spins around is a corpse and a skeleton as it crumbles down to the ground in a heap, and that one eye once more pops out and into you.
I think by this point, I don't know if this would come through, but internally at least, like he's fully crying.
Oh, the tears. It definitely allows the tears to stream as you turn your sights to your friend who is searching for you. Harper, thank you for playing. You may now leave the table.
Bye bye.
I will send you what had happened.
And then there were two.
Me too. Yeah.
Thon?
Me too, Ryan.
I've never actually like killed players before. It's not fun. Thon, it is your turn.
It's my turn. Okay. Well, did I hear the neck snap?
Yes.
Okay. Would that help me at all in getting, like, you said I'm closer now?
Once again,
It's going to be a full
perception is fully
Yeah.
not an option as it requires sight.
So it's going to be full action investigation.
Remember, DC is now at 15.
Yes. Okay. Oh God. Here we go.
Hang on one moment. No. No. Knowing the body it's in, you go to reach out to try and search. And Balzac has moved. You use your movement. And you are standing in front of your other friend.
Okay. Oh, great. So I'm now.
So they are in front of you.
Yes.
Now. Yes.
Okay. I have heard all of this, like, pain and suffering, and I, like, realize that things can't be going well. I'm approached, and I'm assuming I'm somewhat aware of someone near my space. Okay.
Thon,
Yes.
your brothers are dead. By the hands of one of your own. You have one shot, and one shot only, to end this nightmare. Or you will suffer the same fate as them.
I reach out, and I'm guessing, like, feel like the arm or the chest or whatever of Balzac. I say, my friend, there you are. This is going to end with the two of us, whether we are together or not. But no. No, we will be together. And I cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Dimension Door does not require a place you can see, as long as you know the place. I would like to take us 500 feet out in the whatever direction is farthest out, like, away from the town. If it doesn't quite get us out of town and I'm still feeling the effects, I can use my other spell slot to cast it again.
Okay, hold on.
I'm losing my mind over here.
This is not a willing creature.
Oh. Not even in the mind, because it's...
What if Balzac's willing?
You are incapacitated, meaning you cannot take actions or reactions or even bonus actions in this state, as you are currently possessed. The possession does not deprive of awareness, but the quarry controls the body. So it can reject and say no. It possesses the target's statistics, but doesn't gain any of the knowledge or anything. The only way to eject it would be a specific spell, which I will not say aloud, or the body drops to 0.
Okay, then can I sense that they're not willing and not cast a spell?
I am going to, in this, an unwilling creature. If you arrive in a place already pocket baggage, you need to control.
All right.
I'm sorry. But as has been established, agency has no bearing, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but every stat, including your intelligence, the wisdom you have acclimated, and your force of will and charisma are all in the control of this entity. There is no way that I can controversially say for that, as clever as it is. However, the spell can work, and I know your declaration, but you can feel and cast the spell and feel that resistance and still move. Do you decide to move if it's just you?
Will you leave the
So-
boy behind?
So I sense that it's unwilling.
Yes,
And
and
I-
I will also say this too.
Mhm.
If you make this declaration and you feel that unwillingness and decide to cast another spell, I will absolutely allow that.
All right. Oh, well, I have an idea. And it's the last of last-ditch efforts. I said... Oh, wait. Okay, let me ask this. I have a spell that says that I can see within range.
You have no sight.
No
you
sight,
are blinded.
not even touch. Like, the touch won't count.
What is the spell?
Crown of Madness. I'm trying to charm the charmed.
You can see within range. There's a visual component to this, and you have no visual component.
Understandable.
Very smart, but there is no way.
Okay.
I will say this. As you feel your djinn inside and your patron call out, it whispers to you and says, "My friend, they are too far gone." And you feel swelling in you cone of cold and fireball. What do you do?
I'm sorry, I know I don't have much time.
You okay?
There's just nothing left.
I will also say, in terms of this, the declaration you've given, and also the full awareness that your friends are gone, and not only are they gone, there is no way to save them. Out in a blaze of glory could be that final conclusion with a fireball. We go together. It could also be that cone of cold to freeze them, keep them in place, hopefully find a way to get whatever is in there out. But you've seen all kinds of damage. Balzac is not free by any means. There seems to be the entity inside has not moved an inch. It is not budging. So I need from you, Sam, what do you do?
Understood.
And again, while I make these recommendations, you could also say no. The choice is yours.
Thawne thinks to himself that he did make a decision. Without his boys, what is left? He knows the destruction the fireball spell can cause. He knows that no one will see his last hurrah. But maybe if he can make some kind of difference, maybe one day it'll be worth it. Maybe they will remember us. Brother, he says, still all this in the moment when his hand is on Balzac, and he stops, takes the lamp, kneels down, places it on the ground, and for flavor, he will place his hand and destroy his vessel in a blaze of flame. Action surge, double fireball.
Absolutely.
Don't need to roll damage.
For such a strong declaration and the breaking of a pact in this sense too, absolutely an auto success. The vessel shatters. You roll max damage, which is 120, which is larger than both of your HP. In the flame, the same way earlier, it flickers and moves alien in the space. And in that fire moving and glitching, the soul, the point of creation, burns out in a blaze and grows, and the light finally re-enters the space as you are both turned to ash, and as you are both having this moment in the consuming light, you see the kindness of what has happened. Is there any last thoughts that go through Balzac's mind?
In Balzac's head, he's looking at his big boy, and he's just thinking, what a way to go. My boy did the right thing.
And in this wonderful blaze of glory, as you fall, you feel the spirit leave you, and as it steps out, it has nowhere to go but to be emulated by the flame. As it was so weakened, you all did not see, but now in this one moment, you see how close you were to making this enemy go away. And as the energy consumes the space, knocking pews and burning anything in its path, there's silence. And there is darkness. But this sacrifice, this bond of brotherhood that in its worst was shattered by a callous entity that had no regard for any lesser being that it considered, it was bested by something that it could never have, and tried so hard in his own design to create. The souls that it had trapped under its domineering will and dissected and lived an eternal torment in the storm of eyes that warped around it. In unity there is strength. And the Calarak quarry falls. And the town of Conyberry finally gets to rest. Your grand riches do not result in anything, and while the souls are free to finally ascend to whatever plane is next, the ultimate sacrifices will never be forgotten. And that is why you keep the party together in a horror story, because if you split up the party, bad things happen. I needed to end on a light note before I cried. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my god. That was a lot.
What an introduction to credibility. Wow.
Yeah, we put you through the ringer. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, stick around. That was intense. And yeah, thank you so much for our lovely players, Spencer and Harper, who had to leave, but Sam, Jasmine, and yes, please stick around with credibility, because God knows that was hard.
I had to leave my ass.
We will. Yeah, jump in real quick. Wave in
The
camera.
boys! Reunite!
Bring in the boys. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The boys!
Let's kick
We
the
will
boys.
see
Stand
you
up, stand
guys
up.
The boys.
Next
Get down.
time.
I know.
It's fine.
Goodbye.
Okay, yeah.